I got them all with that command, guys.
I shouldn't be allowed to be recorded on any media ever. Oh
Just
my
wait,
god.
I have one more voice command that'll come in a bit.
Oh, I know about that one though, to be fair.
Fair.
Oh god, good stuff.
Oh, podcast listeners, you just don't even know.
You just don't know what you're missing.
I'll just once again encourage everybody to well, that one was even off camera, but you know, come to the live stream.
Come and stop, like, just watch us live.
Yeah.
We're even more
Watch us
ridiculous live.
Yeah.
Live?
We're excellent and perfect and flawless, and we never make a single mistake.
No, never.
Ever.
So we're all Hideaki, is that right? Okay.
Okay, y'all. We're here.
Are we?
Are we?
Well,
It's an accomplishment in
least-
itself.
that is true.
Now let's blow everything up.
Yeah,
go.
no,
We're in a
I'm
tree.
I'm like refocusing a little bit. You are in a tree. You are in a
May
tree.
I remind you, we are in a tree.
May I remind you, we're in a tree.
May I remind you the last time you tried to be in a tree? Pretty sure that was Umbo. Anyway.
Let's go.
We were not in the tree, Syrup. Some of us were climbing the tree. There is a difference.
Hey,
I
that
Also,
would,
We're
no
10
books
minutes
inside
in
the
and there's
tree.
already fighting words.
that would be
Gotcha.
perfect, though. Usually it's doors, and we're just canonically it's gonna
Us
be
it's
trees,
trees.
for us.
It's just trees.
Sure.
Happy
Yeah.
420, everybody.
Blaze it! Let's go! Set this bitch on fire!
No,
This
Hideaki,
way-
don't, Hideaki, please. That wasn't on purpose. Like that was a joke. Anyways, y'all, we're here. We're in a tree. We're in a hollowed out, large, dead stump of a tree, full of books, full of kindling. I mean, books, shelves, and there is a door that was opened, wasps, aggravated, and we ended last session to a thump of a noise against a door, not in the room that everybody is surrounding, but rather from directly behind you all. However, before we turn our attentions to this, I would like to take a moment to focus on somebody we haven't focused on for a little bit. Ark's cameraman. Oh wait, no, sorry, Ark. No,
The
we.
camera
And-
pans over, and you see Anchor Root holding another camera. No, I'm just kidding.
I
As we
would
all
be so
know,
happy.
Ark has constantly a camera crew around him, so we're gonna take it back. Because we find ourselves through a familiar lens of one of our favorite camera people. This one, though, as we kind of faded to the past, this one follows our very own Arc 2 exiting a familiar cave. Perhaps once naturally formed into the face of the cliffside, now thoroughly repurposed into a workshop with living quarters wedged in. As we pan away from the entrance, we catch a single tapestry hanging in the far back. The glimpse is enough to note a 7-pointed star weaved into it in sharp, bold contrast. Feel free, Waffles, to show the letter as well for reference that you received. Indeed. We turn after Ark as he carefully follows Iska along the treacherous path that winds down the cliffside. They proceed in relative silence before Iska pauses and looks back at Ark. We see him tense, hand twitching to his staff. Always be ready. Always be aware. But Iska instead flips her braided dark black hair over her shoulder and reaches into a satchel at her side. As a part of your next venture, you will need an acceptable understanding of how to navigate society. Pulled from the satchel is a coin purse, perhaps not bulging, but certainly not wanting for coin inside, which she extends to Ark with an expectant gaze.
Art lets out a hand, doesn't really say anything, and just looks at it quizzically.
She hands it to you. Doesn't say anything unless prompted.
And I am to do what?
We'll get there. You journey for half a day through dry desert and sparse vegetation. You stop to rest, eat, and continue. Eventually, we see a small village grow into view, nestled into a crook of a river. The first signs of more fertile lands. Iska leads the way in, and by the nods of some of the villagers, a sense of familiarity can be found. But in noting another individual accompanying her, the nods are followed by glances, whispers, nudges. The glowing lines of blue that run through Ark's hands, head, and body are different. Noticed. Iska continues, undaunted. Ark, you know she's not one to be oblivious to these things. Logical conclusion? She's ignoring it. Do you do anything in particular to that?
He also attempts to just head forward, ignore it. Trying to basically echo what she's doing.
Iska takes you into the village proper, to what seems to be the one main thoroughfare. Here we see a handful of merchants sitting on weaved mats, goods or services laid out in the dirt or in crates around them. You see the more successful merchants seem to have a prime spot tucked away against a building under some form of sunshade. I will acquire the food you require for your upcoming journey. Make sure you obtain any other provisions you require. Without waiting for you to confirm, she turns and heads off to leave you alone. Ark, for the first time ever, you find yourself surrounded by more people than you have ever been around. There is the noise of chickens clucking, argumentative conversations at some stalls. A gleeful shriek of a child comes sharply from behind you as before you react, you feel them bump into you straight into the back of your legs. And when you turn around to look at the child, they seem to have fallen. Movement approaching. You step 1 foot back, hand reaching for your staff. It's a woman. She swoops down and grabs the child. Body language protective. She eyes you. There's a heightened emotion on her face. Not quite sure what that look means. She's backing away from you. You catch her whisper to the child, "Careful, Nina, you have to watch where you're going." Another loud uproar behind you. You spin around, hand tightening on your staff. "Grab the darn thing." A large, older man yells, "Come here!" A young boy lunges. "Eee!" A nearby woman steps back. "Gotcha!" They catch it. Something seemed to have escaped from that stall. A lizard? It crawled fast. "Don't stand in the middle of the street, boy." You wheel around again. A nimble, gray-haired man, skin dark and leathered by the sun, heaving a loaded wheelbarrow, was coming down the packed dirt road. "You deaf, boy? Out of the way." You force your attention to shift from the unique texture of his skin. He was looking at you. He's talking to you. What are you doing?
Ark trying to gather everything that's been happening to him, trying to process it all, slowly begins to move to the side, not really unsure where to go.
You sort of back out just to get out of the way. And the man pulling that wheelbarrow moves right past you. You get out of the way just in time, so he doesn't seem to slow down for you. As you back out, you seem to kind of bump against something wooden, and you turn around. You see that you kind of walked into a little stall. "Oh, hello, dearie." The voice of an older woman penetrates your attention. You notice she's missing a few teeth through her wide smile. "Are you looking for anything in particular? I got the finest silks here." And as you look around, you see the stall has open-top barrels with colorful rolls of fabric stacked in them. They have a variety of patterns and colors that are quite beautiful, and not something you've ever seen.
He seems to gather them in all at a second. Takes one step towards her and says, I am looking for food.
Oh, we don't sell food here. And just to make sure that I didn't misspeak, Iska said that she was getting food for you.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was getting food.
No.
I am sorry. I probably misheard.
Do you still say that?
No. Ark would look at it a moment and say, and what is silk good for?
Oh, so many things here. I see you eyeing this one, and she looks at one of the ones that you had looked over a couple times. And she pulls the roll out and kind of starts partially unrolling it. Take a look, have a feel. You won't find a softer texture in the entire village. And she kind of presses some of the fabric into your hand, and you feel it is indeed soft and cool. It's soothing almost. It's a gorgeous color pattern, isn't it? It's a favorite of mine too. And she's eyeing you to kind of gauge your interest. It's multi-purpose. You seem unsure, yes? I'll make you a deal. This one you picked here, excellent material, sturdy, tight weave. It's gonna last you a long time, and you can make a great blanket out of it. It'll keep you warm on a cold night, or a scarf. It'll serve you real well. She places a hand on her chest and grins brighter at you. First-time customer such as yourself, I understand your hesitation. I do. So I'll make you a real special deal. This here usually goes for 3 silver, but for you, just for you, we'll say 2 silver. Deal?
He's like feeling it in his hand, trying to process everything that's going down. Really just wants to get out of the situation. Likes the material a lot, but at the same time just wants out of there. And he just, trying to make words, can't, nods, reaches in, grabs 2 silver and hands it to her.
She grins at you. Oh, you won't regret it. And she wraps it back up for you, kind of pins the fabric in, tucking it in, and hands you the roll of this fabric.
He takes it, puts it up, and more happy to be out of the situation than to have the fabric, begins to walk away.
All right. On a very overview kind of a look, what else do you do as you await for Iska? Do you continue to shop for other provisions, or do you wait for Iska?
He finds someplace quiet where he can watch other people, because he has no idea what he's doing here. But he does not walk up into any more stalls. He very purposely sits away from everything, and just kind of watches and keeps like mimicking in his brain, like, okay, if I was gonna walk up to that stall, I would do this. I would say hello, like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. You find yourself a relatively quiet spot in this bustle while still being able to keep an eye out for Iska. It's better than standing in the middle of the street, but it's without a doubt still a lot. A little bit later, you do spot Iska in her purposeful gait return and approach you. Her eyes immediately fall to the rolled bundle of fabric in your arms, and she raises an eyebrow at you. What's this?
This is what I purchased, and like he's grown.
How much did you pay for it?
Hold on.
She asks immediately.
Hold on, that was some Ark brain insight. That wasn't him talking. But he's been growing more attached to the fabric since it's been in his arms. Like he's been enjoying the cool feel of it and the heat and everything. Could you repeat what you said?
How much did you pay for it?
2 silver. 'Twas a good deal.
She frowns. Did you haggle? Strike a deal?
She said normally it is 3, and she would give it to me for 2. It is a good deal.
Nothing in life is free, Ark. People don't offer discounts or gifts just because. If you cannot identify and navigate the ulterior motive, don't accept the deal. You'll find yourself taken advantage of that way. She kind of sighs, adding, I'm a little disappointed to see you make such a frivolous purchase, but so be it. We'll find a way to make it useful. She takes the fabric from you, turning it over in her hands for a moment, and then kind of secures it with some of the other bundles that you see were not with her earlier today. We'll head back to the cave today, and in a few days' time, you'll be headed out on your own. She glances at you again from the corner of her eye, and you see it looks like she's about to say something else. She just shakes her head and begins walking.
And Ark says, Ark wants to speak to her, but instead lets her get 5 steps away and says quietly, probably to where she hears a mumble, and just says, "It would make a good scarf." Because that's what the lady told him. And if she turns back around and is like, "Huh?" He's just like, "Nothing."
The camera fades out on the receding figures of Ark and Iska. But before we come back to the present, to today, there's one more moment that the camera fades back into. We're back in the cave. A packed adventuring bag sits at the foot of Ark's bed. The camera focuses in as Ark rouses and sits up. He glances at his bag. There's something folded on it that was not there prior. A familiar patterned cloth. Picking it up and unfolding it, Ark sees the fabric has been cut and stitched carefully into the perfect scarf size, with delicate tassels along one end. He glances up and sees the outlined figure of Iska engrossed in her morning training, dancing along the edge of the cliff with a pole arm in hand. We watch Ark say nothing, pausing to fasten the scarf around his neck and carefully proceeding to complete his preparations. The camera fades out again. And we're back.
That was a roller coaster of emotions for the other 3 in the chat.
I'm still in space right now. I'm in the atmosphere and beyond.
You are Buzz Lightyear.
Jeez.
That was amazing. Well done, both of you. Well done.
Yeah. Good job.
That was nice.
Thank you. Good job, you.
Still coming
Little
after her, though.
insight from the little moments we had last session about giving things away for free and owing money and the like.
I will still fight her.
I will still fight her.
Yes.
One good deed does not.
You fight
Hey,
Iska?
Waffles. I like the scarf around your neck.
Oh my god, isn't it great? Isn't it neat?
Look at this scarf. Isn't it
Look at
neat?
this stuff.
The scale has still left her wanting, okay?
Somebody important to me made it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. See you all in 2 days, and you're not ready for this. I'm gonna fight you.
Indianapolis, it's fucking on.
Everybody.
We're never gonna recover from this. We're never gonna recover.
I'm not going to. Y'all don't know the DMs we've been having. I'm not gonna recover.
Yeah, this would be
Same.
perfect.
How dare you? How I talked to you about Arc 2 and
All right.
Y'all, you're getting so emotional about something that happened so long ago and not worried about it.
All characters don't even know about it.
I want a scarf.
It's okay. This will be. The characters won't know about it after this either, because Art's gonna die.
Oh great! It's
No,
See you in 2 days, and I'll fight you.
All right, my friends. Let's take a look at where we stand currently in this little library tree trunk fun ride.
A bad spot.
It's not good.
I feel great.
looking on the map, we see Hideaki probably closest to the door, where the wasps have been so recently disturbed. Ark and Tal standing on the other side, and down the little hallway made of bookshelves, we see Arafe standing closest to the noise that bumped into the door directly opposite the one that you're facing. Can I ban myself?
Can I ask a couple of clarifying questions?
Absolutely.
Actually, just one. Is the grease still here?
Good question.
Does grease have a duration, or once it's there, it's there?
I feel like it has a duration, but that might be another brain bleeding in.
Oh, also this
1 minute.
bookshelf is on the ground.
Correct. If somebody wants to kind of draw that or mark it, feel free.
Okay.
Duration 1 minute. I mean,
Oh, you're so fast. Damn.
move it to
Knowing
the
Ark and
greasy
Hideaki, they've been talking
surface.
for like 35 minutes.
I'm just curious. I mean, we're gonna say it's. Let's say they're
dissipated.
It's definitely been
So,
a
like,
minute to like
It's still gooey,
let
but
them
not
go
like.
and like all that stuff. So
Yeah.
It now just feels like after a toddler has a sucker and they've touched the walls.
Yes.
Yeah, so like if
Exactly.
you're like walking on the like linoleum floor at a restaurant that hasn't that's like a C, like rated C for health.
It's now a movie theater floor.
It's a movie theater.
It's a movie theater floor.
Wow.
Perfect. Okay.
Lick it.
So, here's what.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, because who am I to keep y'all from rolling fun things? We're gonna do 1 second.
Is this the get out of jail free
Are
card?
we keeping initiative? Are we rolling initiative? Or
This is you guys rolled too high initiative last time. I'll make you do it again.
kind of want it to be a true this whole time.
Well, I mean, we did stop doing stuff, so it makes sense that we would roll
but
in.
my initiative's bad.
No, and
Get your logic out of here.
well, the fact that
I
the turn order
can't.
is now, the fact that the turn order is now gone, I am okay. Okay, yep, okay. Thanks, James. I
I heard that one
so much.
Hello.
Someone's being
Tuesday
told.
curse is coming at us.
Someone's in trouble.
I was just closing his door, y'all. Down. Between the two of us, we got
Someone's
two
in
doors.
trouble.
My computer.
Not me in second grade.
decided That it wants to like restart. Like it left the pop-up message to restart, which I'm not gonna do right now. But now that somehow broke my push to talk. So we're gonna do our
It's all
best,
good,
y'all.
baby.
We got this.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
What kind of GM needs push to talk?
We're back.
Ugh.
Not one on a Tuesday.
Not a badass
though.
one, that's for sure.
Going up on a
Not
Tuesday.
one on a Tuesday. I like it.
We will never roll on Tuesday again.
Never fucking again.
Never again.
Great.
He's
Okay,
breaking.
cool. Thank you. Had some stuff going on. We're good. We're here. We're back. All right.
We got it.
So, flawless. Again, we
Flawless.
do not make mistakes ever.
Never.
So,
All perfect.
the book that is telekinetically projectiled into this hive of hard-working
Don't do that.
Docile
Don't you do that.
families and dreams.
Don't you make Art to an idiot. I can feel bad about this.
Hold on. Let
I'm
me.
gonna make you feel bad about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about syrup.
It's just, this hardworking swarm of wasps that's been working on this nest for some time. Look, they've been working so hard for so long, and which is why it's so big. It's so big, and but
Canadians?
it's not large enough or aggressive enough yet to like really want to bother y'all. At the very least, so it was before the book when slamming through and making a large hole under the side of this wasp's nest.
Alas.
Hey y'all. Can you tell by the fact that I said wasp? Trigger warning insects.
Yep.
Bugs.
Coming up.
So why don't we, as the buzzing grows louder suddenly, as a swarm cloud of wasps emerges from this nest, why don't we all just, roll initiative again?
What if we just close the door?
I thought we closed the door.
Well,
I
it's
thought
closed
the door was closed
Why don't we do
again.
it with initiative?
Okay.
Well, that's actually
Don't
really
forget
good.
to click your tokens.
Take a token.
Hell yeah, an average roll-ish. Hell yeah, that's half of mine.
Yeah, cleric
Let me
roll.
go first, everyone.
Look at you in the math.
Hell yeah,
Stop
9.
it. Hell yeah, 9.
Hell yeah, Airfay
Hold
with the 7.
How are,
Cleric
wait,
roll.
Actually,
Where'd you go?
I accidentally moved myself, and I'm just on my. It's great.
It's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Okay.
I can roll for you if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. I already rolled my actual dice, so if you want to do that, that would be great, and I can fix it.
I'll try. Let's see what happens.
Sure.
If I like the roll that you roll, can I keep it?
No. Cannot.
Probably a good answer.
Good yes anding. Let's go.
You know what?
There you go. That's it.
Sarah's told me no a few times, so it felt fucking good. I'm just gonna let you know. It felt great.
Get it out now. It's cool. It's cool.
Like,
That was
go ahead.
Hideaki with an 8, but what is it really? Oh, you did
It's a
it.
19.
Good. 19.
Oh, blessed for no. I did not want to go first.
Bless.
Well, good. Now I have time to figure out what I'm doing with my one computer screen.
Oh yeah, that's the fun part, isn't it?
It's so crowded.
But it's cute. It's cute, Sal, that you thought you were going first. Here's a large swarm of wasps that rolled a 24.
What'd they roll? Oh, Jesus Christ!
24.
Art closed the door.
For the Pathfinder aficionados in chat or listening in or watching this on the YouTube, I want you all to take a look at the CR rating of a wasp swarm.
It's
No.
1. Easy peasy.
Easy
And a
peasy.
reminder, our lovely
a
group
big
of
boy.
individuals here is a group of level 2 characters.
Level
if you
3.
wanted to know, a
Level 3 now.
regular wasp is CR 4. I promise you, it's not what we're doing here. But
Why? Why you
I'll
do
make them
this?
Sweat.
Can I
I'll make them sweat.
can I also say that the one PC that I killed during the Extinction Curse run, our very short Extinction Curse run, was to a wasp swarm. So
Yeah.
Great. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
see-
Syrup's already killed a PC before, so.
You could say that. You didn't have to though.
oh, okay.
I love Maria's real casual. Y'all can give us hero points with the channel points, by the way.
Listen, I only have 1, so
I
like.
have two.
I have
If
two.
you do want to save their butts, now is a good time to remind y'all that the little owlbear nuggets, the chicky nuggies, the Herenthal nuggets, whatever you
chicky
want to call
nuggies.
them in the
I'm
Twitch chat points,
feeling
do
attacked.
indeed give our lovely heroes a chicky nuggy, aka hero point. A reminder to our players that if you go down and you wish to immediately stabilize, you can use all of your hero points, so allocate appropriately. You can't just to stabilize with hero points, you have to spend them all. Just a reminder.
Cool, great, cool.
All right.
All right.
I don't want it.
Wasp swarm. That's
Ah, yes,
it was.
Hideaki
Okay.
the tank, as always.
The swarm emerges from the hive, buzzing. Oh, by the way, y'all, I can't wait. This is also their first time with swarm mechanics. It's gonna be great. The wasp swarm looks around. They seem to be agitated, but also a little confused. Now, hey, Ark, did you move yourself, or did you telekinetic projectile from there?
I mean,
I
was
think
gonna,
Tal took. I think he took a step back after.
Yeah, you can tell
if
me
I'm
what
remembering
happened, but my
correctly.
plan was to telekinetic projectile, close the door, and step back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll say the door's closed then. I'm done with that.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
That would be lovely. You hear the buzzing grow louder from the other side of the door as it grows even louder as you hear small little thumps into the door.
My phone just
Fun
vibrated.
facts about
and it scared
wasps.
the heck out of me.
Wasps don't have hands, y'all. They can't open doors.
Not that we know of.
Got him.
With their
Spoilers,
fingers, they
these
can be
have
like ding, ding.
fingers.
The wasp cast knock.
Oh no.
No.
I don't like it.
However,
Get down, it's a sting operation. Okay, I'm done.
gosh,
I hate it here.
Here.
I stepped out of
Brandon for
existence.
the wasp.
Brandon,
thank
why?
you, Brandon.
Also, hello, but why?
You
Brandon,
can't know.
you're not. No. He knows too much. He's not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that.
The wood splinters
Oh,
as little bit, like you hear wood splinter ring, I should say.
No.
As I'm gonna use that hero point immediately.
Oh
Um,
God.
I respect that. Bring the noise.
Let's see.
See, now I'm not scared because my adrenaline's kicking in, so I'm just like, bring the fucking noise.
I'm terrified because
About to pee my pants.
Okay. How does it?
I'm glad we're laughing a lot because otherwise I'd be
Before
on
crying.
the ground. Yeah.
I just want to double check something real quick.
No.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for y'all to
Yeah.
hang out together after a TPK. That's gonna be really interesting.
That's gonna be really neat. I'm so excited.
We'll all talk about
Boss,
the
I
new
can't come
characters.
to work
we're bringing.
tomorrow.
Remember 2 days ago when we were all alive and now we're not? Remember when I left the Zoom call halfway through because I just could not anymore?
Remember?
Remember? Pepperidge Farm
Remember?
members.
So Maria,
Remember?
what are you thinking
Pepperidge
about
Farm
making?
remembers. Yaki.
So what's
Yes.
everyone's backup
I
character?
don't know. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. Who knows? Whatever.
Hideaki.
Hi. Fuck. Hello.
This
Check.
door is not sealed from the top and the bottom. There's small gaps. It's not perfectly like puchunk.
But these are like giant wasps, right?
Are they? Are they though?
Right?
Right?
As Hideaki being right by the door, you see slowly 1, 2, 3, 4 wasps starting to slide in through the gaps. Regular sized wasps coming through the door slowly. This door has hindered their movement, however, they seem to slowly be coming through. So we're going to place them kind of like making their way through. You have
Make it the way.
slowed them down quite a lot with this.
I don't like it.
On the other hand, though, Airfay,
Mm-hmm.
down the hall, so to speak, down the bookcase hall, whatever,
Yeah.
you hear another thunk.
What?
Thunk.
Is it loud enough for everyone else to hear?
Yes. At this point, with heightened alertness, yes.
Was that a sound effect, Waffles? Or am I losing it? I thought I heard, like, wasp.
Maybe I'm
Okay.
just really talented. Maybe I'm just getting in your head.
Both of these things can be true, Syrup.
Given today.
I don't think you guys can see this, so we're gonna do it. Are they not on that? They are there. Okay. You might see it on the token tracker. Surprise. But
What is it?
pulling through, like just trying to get under the door and not being able to. You see, way too many legs.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Fuck it.
Incoming.
This door
Too
wasn't
many
cut.
legs.
This wasn't closed well. This door apparently, as it flumps open.
Apparently.
Let's move that.
Okay, well at least
Door.
that one doesn't take up 4 movable spaces.
Okay.
No.
But neither
a-
did the little myconoid, so like...
a silverfish. I don't know if anybody is familiar.
And they live in my basement.
I personally,
I'm from Florida. I'm immune. Let's do this.
hate
They're the
silverfish.
worst.
I want you to know.
Listen,
now, the only thing that I'm truly
Hideaki can
scared
burn
of is the
this.
flying cockroaches. That I will burn my own house.
Hideaki
Okay.
can burn this entire thing now.
They're racking up.
Burn the whole
Jack
thing.
You know what
Daniels, they're
silverfish
racking
like
up.
to eat? Paper.
I-
And this one is way too large, y'all, as it comes running through.
No, there's too many legs.
I hate
Straight
I want to see it.
to.
I don't want it.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Give it to me.
What's the shortcuts, Waffles?
Shift sleep.
Oh my god!
I don't want it.
Look at the
Let's
size
go!
of it compared to the books. Okay, I'm done.
Oh no!
Having slammed the door open
It's so
and
big.
run up to you, Arafe. Maybe attracted to the noise, maybe attracted to the shenanigans that aren't ensuing, maybe just attracted by the DM's, GM's annoyance.
That's exactly what it is.
Who knows?
We know.
For sure.
We are aware.
I didn't do anything to you.
Now is this a
I'm on
swarm?
vacation.
Just
Is this a swarm of silverfish?
No, this is
Okay.
a single
Just one big ass one.
giant
Sure.
Okay.
giant.
silverfish.
Just making sure.
Giant.
Giant.
Okay. Oh,
Gigantic.
that's cool. Yeah, it's gonna. So I'm gonna. All right, with one action, it's going to give you a little click, click, as with its giant mandibles tries to attack you with an 11. Does that hit?
No.
Cool. Well, that's its turn.
Jesus.
With the small reprieve and breathing, Hideaki, what do you do? Tell you're on deck.
Okay. Wow. That's just outstanding. Okay. So,
Sorry, I just
like-
saw Hideaki could lie down at the bottom of the door. Like, what?
I mean, he's totally down. Prone. He's lived flat-footed before. Anyway, so seeing the creepy crawlies around the door as because it's beginning to give way, essentially, right? At this
They're
point,
starting to seem to like filter through the closed door, like swarming around it.
right? Okay. And he'll just kind of say, "Apparently, I have company. Let me try to slow this thing down." And he's gonna reach out towards the door, and we're gonna. Me and Overnose are gonna act together. First thing that's gonna happen is Hideaki's gonna cast Daze to attempt to either stun it or have it take damage. So you need to do a will save, Blocks.
Okay. Dazed.
Yes.
Target one creature.
Yes.
A swarm is one creature.
Okay, I'm double checking all of these things as I go along.
There,
All right.
there is one thing I can partially help you with here, though. If you,
Well, hold on.
Okay.
1 second. Daze is. Apologies, y'all. There's a lot going on here. Okay, what is the thing that you're gonna help me with?
I'm pretty sure most swarms are immune to mind affecting, and I don't know if Daze is mind affecting. That's what I was gonna tell you.
Daze has the mental tag. However, the wasp swarm. See, that's what I was looking up for swarm mind. But somebody look up swarm mind for me, y'all.
Okay.
It's a thing.
All of
Going
us.
School.
It's immune to
Arcane
mental
effects.
effects. There we go. It's immune to mental effects that target only a specific number of creatures. So Daze targets one creature. This is not one creature. This is very many. So Daze has no effect.
Once again, Syrup is coming for me. Once again. So, as he attempts to reach out to it to jostle its mind as it has no effect,
You watch one of the 500 wasps just.
Yeah, one of them kind
Yo,
of bumps
like
into
drunk-
the door a little confused.
just like falls on the ground. Oh boy. So
we said act together. What did Overnosa
I did. Overnosa is going to move here.
Overnosa's like, oh, ooh, okay. Double meat shield. Let's go.
We're going to try. Yeah, because there's not much options other than that. Oh no. Okay. Last thing on the menu is, let's see. I've got one action left. Yeah, because 2 actions. Yeah, so I've got one. Two, one. So yeah, so one.
You have one.
Right? Yeah, one. Yeah, we're gonna bite at the thing if we've got things to bite.
Yeah,
Talk
there's
to me
some
about
wasps
swarm.
on the other side. Yeah. So what kind of damage is biting? Is it piercing?
Mouth
let's see.
damage.
Yes, it is.
Mouth
piercing. It is literally mouth damage.
Cool. So yes, you can absolutely go ahead and roll to hit.
No joke. Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
25 to hit.
Amazing. Overnosa opens his mouth and starts to grasp at as many wasps as he can, looking, and you can tell that it's not the most ideal effectiveness, but go ahead and tell me how much damage that is.
And what's the crit rule for Pathfinder? I feel like I forgot.
Double everything.
Yes.
Okay. So then that's going to be a total of 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And I'm sharing this a little bit more openly because it's hard to explain this, and you would get the familiarity of the equivalent. They have resistance 5 to piercing. What that means is they take 5 damage instead of the 10.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You're trying to
Thankfully I
pierce
crit.
individual ones.
Okay. That's me.
I'm glad you crit. I really am. Tal,
Okay.
you heard the door probably like bust open down the hall.
Yeah, Tal's in a very strange place of like not really being able to see anything except for like
Sure.
Ark, and and sees Hideaki and Overnosa doing something at that door and knows that there were wasps in there. So like, the first thing that Tal is gonna do, is they are going to, speak to Nim, and tell them to hide, and they're going to like wrap their arms together into like a circle and cast Pet Cache, which is an extra dimensional little place that little animals can live in for up to 8 hours. Not up to 8 hours, for 8 hours or until I dismiss a spell.
Nim hops on
So
it.
that Nim can be safe, and then as soon as I let go of my arms, there's like nothing. It's like this kind of shimmery star field, like this dark star field, like
little portal.
Yeah, and then as soon as like I break my arms, it just disappears. Dissipates.
New I like it.
Isn't that great? Isn't that cool? Now, as far as useful things that I can do,
Oh, this dissonant music is. Whew!
Okay, Tal hears something happening on the other side of that bookshelf. So Tal's gonna do what Tal does best, and Tal's gonna climb on top of
Let's
something.
Go. Do it.
Specifically
Make
this
me,
thing.
Make me an acrobatics check to see if it's just like difficult for you or not.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Where does one find that these days? That's a natural 1.
That's an actual
Oh,
one.
no.
All right.
Hero
so
point.
you jump up. Are you doing anything? You hear pudding?
Yeah, I'll hero point.
Okay.
Yeah.
It legitimately
You're about
could
to
not.
bang your.
It legitimately
chin.
could not get better. 17. Whew.
Okay, great. So you go up to, and you're like, oh, and like kind of like maybe a little bit too much of a panic. You
There
go,
was like a little bit of extra grease that I just kind of like,
you step on like a book because there's so many books everywhere that like slips out from under you. Would have totally just smacked straight into that bookcase. Maybe grabbing onto like Art's shoulder, who's right there. You instead kind of like, oh, and go climb, push yourself off, and get back up there. No issues. You do just that.
Okay. And then I have
How many actions is Pet Cash? One?
One.
Awesome.
So I have one left. Great.
What's going to do
So,
anything for you?
I
Bad
am...
cash.
I am going to... I'm going to... I have a question, because I've never used a focus spell before. How do focus spells work? As far as casting?
Use a focus point to cast them.
I understand.
You can do, the only rule restrictions you have as a witch, so you have however many focus points you have, you can, a 10-minute like thing can reset your focus points.
Got it.
But you have things that are tagged hexes. You can only do one hex around.
Excellent. Great. Then I'm going to, looking down and seeing Airfay and this awful thing.
It's
I'm
way
going,
too big, y'all. For
It's way too big.
way too big.
I don't
It's
like
way
it.
too big. I'm going to. I think there's this moment where Tal just kind of like goes a little bit lightheaded and sees like 3 or 4 different versions of Airfay doing different things, and I'm gonna use a focus point to cast Nudge Fate
Fuck yes.
on Airfay.
Can it be cast on somebody other than yourself?
It is a target of 1 creature in a range of 30 feet.
Yes. Fuck yes. Alright. So, you do that thing. I think you've done this before.
I don't think I have.
I was saying, I don't know, this doesn't sound familiar.
I've done this before.
Okay.
This is the first time I've ever used a focus spell. It's 17 episodes deep, and we're touching new stuff today, friends.
Touching new stuff, fam.
Your vision does blur for a second, and you feel a breeze or faint smell of campfire before you focus back in, and you see Airfay move 3 different ways as you see and pull into the future, kind of almost phasing yourself into this space that you've viewed before, you've been before, in not necessarily this spell, but you have messed with fate and time before with the fight on the stage, if you recall. And you kind of familiarize yourself with that. Yes, you cast Nudge Fate, so for Airfay,
Essentially, if you would fail an attack roll, skill check, or saving throw, you get a +1 status bonus retroactively. If the +1 status bonus would turn it into a
difference.
success.
would make a difference.
Okay.
Or turn a crit failure into a failure, or a failure into a success. It can't grant like a crit
Can't
success.
grant crit.
Crit failure or a crit success. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Interesting. Cool. Wonderful. Excellent.
We might need that.
Art.
Thank you.
Alright,
You're welcome.
Back to me.
can I squeeze between Hideaki and Overnoza to do something? I don't want to end my turn there.
Tell me what you want to do first.
I want to pull out my bedroll and stuff it in the bookshelf, or stuff it in one of the holes.
That'd be hard to do without one of them moving.
Okay.
It's not just like a touching the door. It's you're trying to interact basically at the door.
Sure. I can't wait for them to move. So,
I just can't wait for them to move.
Just as a reminder, you
Dan.
can also all do knowledge checks however you want. Just a reminder that's there, all that good stuff.
Yep. Alright, then can I do something else cool?
I hope
Yes,
you
that
only
is
do
always
cool
yes.
things.
Encouraged.
I want to get around RFA and on the other side of this bug, so how I want to do it is like kind of wall run up one of these bookshelves. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Probably easier than a wall because they have shelves for me to step on.
would you like to make an acrobatics check for me?
I would just like it to no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll make an acrobatics check.
Wouldn't we all?
Rude. 13.
13. Just a lowly 13.
It is a little bit difficult at first because you feel the bookcases like shift a little bit, not as sturdy as you want, but you just make it to land on the other side.
Okay. Is that 1 or 2 action?
That will be just the one.
All right. He runs up these bookshelves, and then he is going to cast. He's going to cast Shielding Strike.
Ooh, what's that?
That allows him to pull his book out and strike with his weapon at the same time.
Okay.
Like raise a shield and strike with his weapon at the same time.
Yep. Do it.
Just a normal strike though. No spells in here.
Alpha, you are on deck.
25 to hit a flanked creature.
Oh, yes. Well, that would be a critical success.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Amazing. I like this.
And then he uses his last action to, you see the energy kind of coalesce around his body from him casting a focus spell. Like maybe it shines out of its book a little, coalesces around his body, and he enters Arcane Cascade. His
Perfect.
stance.
Arafe, what are you doing?
All right. So she sees Tal and Ark dealing with the creepy thing that she does not want to be nearby in any way, shape, or form. And also can hear the buzzing behind the door. So she is going to step over to Hideaki. And she's going to go, I got you. And she's going to let this radiance come out from around her, this white kind of positive energy. She's going to cast Bless around her. So everything within a 5-foot radius of, or any, my companions around me within a 5-foot radius get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls.
Okay,
Fuck
so
yeah.
that'll be just over Noza and Hideaki. You guys have
Yep.
+1s. Please remember that.
For now.
For now.
For now. And then...
Square.
Perfect. And then she's just going to reach out and put her shoulder on Hideaki and say, we got this. And I'm going to cast Lifelink as I go into my level 1 curse.
Ooh, I like this.
Let's go.
Okay, great.
That's what I got.
Think of all the cool characters we lose if we
wait,
die.
I moved. I keep forgetting movement is an action, so I can't do Lifelink.
Okay.
Because I moved.
Boy.
I forgot about that. So no
It's for
Lifelink.
you.
But
No,
touch my
that-
shoulder anyway.
We got this, but just nothing happens.
You're right. We do have this.
Now, before we get to the top of the turn order,
More
Ark, behind you from that room, the room, mind you,
Room where it
that
happens?
Tal saw movement from outside looking in. A lot of things start coming out of the door. A lot of smaller things. For perhaps, instead of a giant silverfish, we add
It was just a
yet
mommy.
another
Oh my
silverfish
God.
swarm
Oh my god!
Oh,
as they,
Oh my god!
with another
That token.
swarm.
I liked your
fucking
characters.
sucks.
Man,
Listen, I'm on
what a
top
great
of a...
campaign.
See all those?
Oh god!
You just
Look,
said,
first of all,
Cool.
let me look. It's gross, but one,
It's so much worse.
I love Pathfinder art. 2, I have always loved how they
Fucking
get their
fucks.
artists to go over the token when it's either a
It
huge
does-
creature or a swarm. It's so cool.
It does. It makes it look so much worse.
It really does, which just makes it so much better.
Going
So
to
much worse.
email you, Paizo, so angrily.
All right, you ready for this?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Go. The swarm emerges from the room, scrambling, climbing over books, bookcases, indiscriminate as it comes forward, and it's going to be here.
God!
I don't really want it on me though.
Well, that's too bad because swarms.
Art didn't consent.
Swarms.
I shouldn't have left.
Come
I'm,
forward and take
It's fine.
up the same
Ark hasn't ever been hit
space.
before.
It's true. Never, ever, ever, ever.
Ever,
so
ever
the
getting back
silverfish
together.
swarm takes up this space. Actually, it's gonna get even further. It's gonna get a little bit closer to you.
Can it eat its bug friend?
No,
That would be
Crawl
it.
over top of the
specification
bug
says
friend.
each enemy. So
Okay.
Maybe they're just having a fight right now.
Yeah, they're
they
mad
start
at each other.
swarming
Little family
through,
feud.
climbing over the books, the bookcases. Tal, they are right by you, even at the top of this bookshelf, as they start swarming bites. So
Art pulls on a scarf and says, "Swarm in here."
I open pet cache.
Um,
Get in there, everyone!
I'm waiting for Tal to yell.
damage
May
to
I
that."
remind you, we're in a tree. Start it now.
Actually, I'm more like Hideaki. Fuck what I said about the trees. Fuck, shut up.
We're in a tree, Hideaki!
Ark, take four piercing damage, please.
I'll block it with my
No.
book.
Get that book.
It's not about AC, if that makes any difference.
Wait, I can block damage with my
Oh.
book if I take damage.
It just, if you take damage is the trigger.
Let me make sure with the raise the shield if it's not like it doesn't say like you must be attacked or something.
Okay, alright, double check. And after you double check, also make me a fortitude saving throw, please.
I
Oh
will.
no, for more damage.
I
it,
swear.
Does it?
Literally.
If we
Is this an
get
attack?
poisoned.
Unforgivable.
No, it's a offensive ability.
Okay. While you have your shield raised, you would take damage from a physical attack. That's all it says. The attack's not highlighted. You snap your shield into place, ward off a blow. Your shield prevents you from taking an amount of damage up to the shield's hardness. You and the shield each take the remaining damage.
I don't think this is an attack. I mean, I don't know. I'll let, honestly, y'all, if you have interesting, like, viewers and folks watching this later, if you guys have opinions on this, feel free to let me know.
I
But
could
I'd
see how it wouldn't work for a swarm. Only swarms, because
see
it's
that.
kind of everywhere and not just like coming up against your shield, if that makes sense.
Because the phrasing of it, right, is each enemy in the silverfish's swarm space just takes this damage. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
So
Alex said swarm attacks don't require attack rolls, so it wouldn't be an attack.
correct.
Okay, I'm down.
That was what I was thinking.
Okay.
Cool. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and take 4 damage and go ahead and make me a fortitude saving throw, please.
This is a poison.
Guidance. Just kidding.
Y'all, Ark just took damage for the first time in this game.
Yep.
I just want to let everybody know.
Is this
It's
really
a
the first
big deal.
time ever?
This is the
Yes!
first time the entire campaign.
17 episodes and
It's
it's
because
We're almost a year
Everyone.
into this camp.
Hideaki the tank.
Damage for the first
Hideaki the
The
tank.
only way. Okay.
Is it a poison?
No.
Is it a disease?
Is it a disease, poison, or radiation? I should say.
It doesn't say, okay?
Well, okay.
I don't like any
I'm
of
gonna
this.
say no. Just deal with it.
Great.
Well, I get bonus.
Who are you?
Poison.
I would like my nice GM back. I'm sorry that
I said I
ever
get
talk
bonuses
shit
for poisons
about
and
words.
stuff, though.
This confident GM badass is scary.
I don't
That's
like
fine,
this.
that's fine. Give it to me. I took 4 damage.
All right. No, that's okay. You saved. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a save, I'll never fail.
do you see what I have to contend with? Do you see why I'm so
Don't
Okay.
don't utilize
It's
this.
on me.
Literally sitting across from you.
Direction, Waffles.
Art's like, come at me.
Waffles just sits there laughing, and the rest of us are like yelling, like, "Hey, Joe!"
Marissa, I need you to do me a favor. The minute you get to Indianapolis, I want you
Yeah.
to be a fan and smack Waffles in the head.
Okay, great. Well, I'll smack it. I'll do an arm because heads are they're squishy.
Okay,
yes,
fine.
I'm gonna. There will
So-
be
so-
physical
That's
contact.
ours with you.
I'm just gonna talk to y'all, the viewers. They're fighting amongst themselves. I'm gonna talk to the viewers. Is this how you find success as a GM? When they start turning on themselves? Is this?
I mean,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
To use your own phrase, it is a milestone.
Check it off the bingo card.
Take it off
Yeah,
the bingo
yeah,
card.
And it's a different
yeah, yeah.
milestone when it's during a fight.
Yeah.
It's one when they
It's
fight against
players.
each other in a
Thank you.
planning
Thank you,
stage. It's
Brandon.
another one when they're in
And
a
it's also
fight.
it's
Players, I was talking to the viewers. Thank you very much.
okay. All right. Okay. The seats can go back in your
Reoriented
pants,
back at you.
please.
Excuse me, I'm watching this show.
Counterspell.
I love y'all very, very much. I'm so
love you
sorry.
too.
Okay, I'm back.
I love
We're
you.
picking. We've got some loss to deal with. Let's get in there
Okay.
and get it
Yes,
all.
A collaborative story.
So the wasps are continuing to emerge through the door. We're going to let them. Let's see, real quick, just real quick, y'all. Where is
Yeah, real
this?
quick,
I
take
think
your
it's
time.
the same thing. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I.
Yeah. Tell me more.
You know
No,
how the
don't.
thing that swarms like take up just
A lot of
same
space?
space, and y'all are
Yeah.
like all together, and like both Overnosa and Hideaki take the same
Oh my god.
pool of damage.
I
don't
swear,
like
if you
this.
kill both, if you kill both Ark and Hideaki, Tal is never gonna recover. And also Airfight. If you kill any of it,
I'm here too. It's cool. I keyed.
Just
We're talking about double damage.
I'm using a hero point.
To not
no,
crit.
fucking.
No, again, I'm just rolling damage here. There is no to roll.
0 points on damage?
I guess not, huh?
You're not supposed.
I'm gonna say that's a little weird.
All right, fine. So you all take.
I call shenanigans.
Well, okay, fine. 1 point of damage, everybody.
Yay!
Not
Literally
me.
everyone?
Haha.
Both
But I take two?
Overnosa. Yes, Overnosa takes 1, you take 1, so yes, you take 2.
No, I don't think so.
Now,
I don't think that's how that would work with a summoner. If they were both in a fireball, they wouldn't take double damage from the fireball. You take the most amount of damage that
think
happens at one time.
Actually, that is the
It's not.
case. No?
all right, we'll double check in a second. Either
Okay.
way, it's 1 or 2 points, so it's okay.
You're fine so far.
But they take both. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
They take both.
I am
It's
wrong.
the saves and such. that
They
you
do.
roll.
Alex says very emphatically.
I am wrong.
It's their special ability to die faster.
Die faster. So
Oh my god.
piercing damage.
Oh, hi. You're in my space, bud.
DC.
Do you see? I love this.
Y'all want to like make some reflex saves for me?
Since you asked so nicely.
Can I just cry instead?
Yeah.
Cool.
Crying's a free action.
Excellent. Great. I'll do that then.
17?
15 for Hideaki. And worse for Overnosa.
Oh no.
Oh, what? Well, in
hold on.
this case is when you take the worst of the two, I believe.
Actually, ironically, 14 for Overnosa.
Okay.
You got a higher reflex.
So, as they start to sting around you, Arafe is trying to duck and dodge and successfully doesn't allow, like, while you're getting hurt, you're getting, like, stinged here and there, you don't have, like, nothing embeds itself in you. Nothing's problematic. Hideaki, you're trying to dodge as well, but Overnosa, maybe because of just the surface area of their wings, who knows, they unfortunately get stung with a little bit more force. Also, now Overnosa, make me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh god, I'm gonna use a hero point.
Do it, please.
Much better. That's a 22.
Great. Wonderful. Excellent. You saved. Thank you for saving this. Don't fail those fortitude saves, y'all. That's all I can
Stop!
say.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I add a small thing to that real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Anytime there's 2 saves back to back, you don't want to fail the second one. That's
Right.
kind of like a Pathfinder unknown rule.
We learned that through the disease.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I was like, fuck that
Yep.
natural 3 I just rolled.
Umbo scarred us mentally and emotionally.
We learned.
If you fail a reflex, you have to make a fortitude. Well, that fortitude's probably really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Talk to me.
it is
What
the
happened?
giant silverfish's turn. As it is its turn, Tal,
Yes.
the room to your south, you hear another thunk against the door.
We gotta go, fam.
We run?
We gotta go, fam. We can't stay. I don't know where we gotta go, but we can't stay here.
No, this is bad. This is really bad.
Everything is awesome. All right,
No,
so,
it's not. That's the point.
Yes.
I'm having a blast right now, and I'm just taking my time. All right, so
It hurts.
That makes one of us.
this
No, I'm fine.
silverfish is going to simply wiggle its way, climb its way up onto the bookcase. Looking, just kind of crawls right up it. It doesn't need to do that, but here it is. Oh, you took damage from before, didn't you?
I think I'm not at. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's fine.
21 to 30.
Ark's kicking
Oh,
it,
cool.
trying to get it to heck in.
Let me just, out of curiosity, see if they give you, like, here's their tactic. Sometimes...
It's fine. I'm just panicking. I'm the squishy baby.
Says the entire party.
No, I have 16
So-
HP. I'm the squishy baby.
Natural
Yeah.
1 on this attack roll. I'm.
Ooh, yes.
Did I get 1 hero point or 2 hero points?
You got 1, but I don't know if you used.
I used. Oh, I did not use it. You know what? Hey,
Do it. No,
Brandon?
do it. Do it.
Brandon,
Yeah.
this is for you.
Brandon creates
Brandon,
natural-
if you,
natural 20.
Brandon, if you kill me, Brandon.
Does a 16 hit?
No. My AC is 17.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Oh my
Alrighty.
god.
There's
Just
another
gonna
boomf
pee in
against
my
the door
pants.
to your south. As Hideaki, what do you do?
P. P is reaction, right? Okay.
It's a reaction, actually.
It's a reaction, yeah. Oh man, this is really interesting. I don't know what I want to do.
How you said interesting. I liked how you said that, and not just absolutely terrible.
Everything's bad. Everything's bad. Okay.
Sad.
Okay.
I have a question. Never mind, I didn't take damage, so it is irrelevant.
Cool. One additional thing. This I'm gonna give you all for free because this is your first time dealing with swarms. And Overnosa tried to bite at them, and you could tell that it was not the most effective as you're dealing with a swarm of very small creatures here. You can imagine, on the other hand, if there is something that does area effects or something like that, that's a way easier way to target them. I will give that to you for free. 'Cause
If
I'm a
only
kind
I
and
had
benevolent GM and not cruel or mean at all.
It's funny you should say that though,
Yeah.
because like
You
he's
get breath weapon with like fire, right?
yeah. It's funny you should say that because it's like when you're playing Pokemon and you're trying to ride a bicycle indoors, and Professor Oak says, "Duval, you can't do that," because
Like we
he's trying to focus on his connection with Overnosa. He's like, "Let's breath," and he remembers what Tal said. No. And he waves a hand, and he's gonna cast sleep once again.
sleep.
Yeah. 30 foot range. It's a 5-foot burst.
That doesn't target one creature.
Correct.
CPBs!
Make a will saving throw, sir.
It's a sweepy bee.
Smoke bomb.
Hideaki just starts a book on fire and starts putting the smoke into the bees.
How interesting.
Well, someone sounds disappointed. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess that's valid. Yeah, I get some.
Don't touch the bees.
Alright, let's see what. What's the DC?
17.
14.
CPBs!
However,
No, however.
However.
Fuck.
Airfey, make a will saving throw.
Oh no!
Well, it just so happens that I'm good at those.
Also, if you happen to fail
fair,
it, you
hold
get
that
a
thought.
+1 if it makes it
Yeah,
better.
what's up?
And I
Hold that thought.
have
The
3 hero points.
range-
So you said a
the range
will.
is 30. Your range is 30 feet. Why couldn't I
Area's
just
a
put it
5-foot burst.
Why can't I just put it right here?
Put it here. Okay. I think that's.
Yeah, he should be able to get
Like
the
aim
right,
for the corner of the
He
bookshelf.
should be able to get the right corner of the wasp swarm without touching his friends, basically.
Fair enough. You know what? All right, never mind, Arafay. All right, you got
Never
some
mind.
sleep wasps, sleepy bees. What happens?
Weepy bees.
So,
They all fall asleep. Okay, the swarm sort of, kind of buzzing
they fall
around
unconscious, yeah.
slowly, filters down to the ground. You see them go as they all start falling to the ground. Would they? I'm not gonna
falling
do
to
this
the
Would they
ground?
take damage from falling, which would be really funny? But
That'd be
we're
so
not gonna do
mean.
that. Yeah, that would be very mean. No
There's
worries.
don't step on any of them,
No.
y'all.
Actually,
Yeah.
as part of the sleep
But it'd be
spell,
mean.
there's mini bee-shaped pillows that just catch them.
There's books. They just go.
Little pea-shaped pillows. Great. They fall to the ground. They are going to fall all around you, though. So please be very careful where.
Don't
you
step on the CPBs.
Don't step on snake.
Right. What is next? What's happening?
And as part of this should be fun. I'm as part of Act Together. Overnose is gonna move right over.
Where? How would you all like to negate stepping on bees? What's a saving throw? Maybe
He's a fucking flying dragon. That's how I
He
would
can't
like
fly.
to.
He can't fly.
He's
He
a
doesn't have
fucking
the fly
floating
trait.
astral dragon, ma'am. This is Wendy's.
Make a reflex save.
This is a Wendy's.
This is
Yes.
a Wendy's.
She's determined to wake those bees back up.
I rolled pretty well, thank fucking God.
That's good.
So we'll see what the
That's
fuck happens.
good.
Yeah, that's a 21. Suck it, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got dainty
Overnose
feet.
is like, kind of like sweeps them away.
He's got those
and
padded
gets
fox
over.
feet.
I'm gonna boom boom bow.
All right. Anything else, Hideaki? Talia.
Yes, because I have a final action here. Let's do. Well, I don't know. I know it's not. Because I wouldn't. You know what? I'm just gonna swipe. Claw attack. Fuck it. I don't even know because it's different, and let's just see what happens. I don't even fucking know. That's a 17 to hit.
The swarm or the big one on top of the bookshelves?
Actually, if it's on top of the bookshelves, yeah, I'd swing there. So so in that case, so I was trying to switch it
Yeah,
up.
we did last time. We did kind of like a lesser cover or something like that. So you'll they'll have a plus. What is it? 1 or 2 waffles? If do you remember?
Yeah.
I think it's 1.
Lesser's
Whatever.
1, I think.
Okay.
Got it.
What's up, Tal? Is that you raising your hand?
Where did that other pounding sound come from?
The south.
South door.
Not the south. This one.
So in that case, it's a bite attack, but 17 to hit.
Yes. 17 to hit the giant one. What it does is, you see that it would have hit. It was there. It was about to do it, and it wriggles as a reaction.
Not the wriggling.
Wriggle.
No.
And gets a circumstance bonus, and therefore it does nothing, meaning it misses.
Not the wriggle.
After the attack resolves, the silverfish, as it wriggles, takes a step.
Oh gosh.
As it swarms down to be in front of Overdose. Okay, is that it?
I love you.
I love you too. Don't be mad at me.
We're all friends, everyone.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy that.
Where's
you
my check marks?
Oh yeah, no.
Get mad. Get glad.
Forever.
Forever and
Great.
always.
But also,
Being
F these
angry
bees.
doesn't
Also,
mean
fuck
have
you.
a great time.
But also,
Amazing.
angry sweet
Yeah,
face.
thank you. I am that. I
Green
am.
check mark with sad octopus.
What's
That is a good
what's
way
his
to put
name
it.
again?
Jerry. Gary
Jerry.
and Jerry.
Yeah, I am Jerry.
Yeah, exactly.
Green check mark with sad Jerry.
Jerry.
It's a good
All
place to
right,
be.
Tal, Ark, you're on deck. Let's get this thing moving, y'all. We got this.
Okay.
Wriggled so fast it went down the bookshelf.
God. So what is it like moving through a swarm?
Apparently.
Okay, but your bees were sleepy.
So,
Your sleep bees.
the way swarms work,
Sleep?
it
God fucking.
simply says each enemy in the space takes it. However, it's an action, so I don't think it could do it on. I think you can move through it without. Yeah, I think you could be able to run through it basically without anything being a problem. You probably don't want to, stay in it, but you can definitely do that.
All right. Here is what. Jeez. Here is what I want to do, because I see these things all over Ark. And I don't see what's happening behind me. Here's the series of events that I would like to try to accomplish. I would like to make my way over to this fallen bookshelf right behind where Ark is. This is the order of events. And then I would like to remove Ark from the swarm by pulling Ark through the bookshelf. That is what I would like to attempt to do.
Okay, so you're going to be standing on the bookshelf and trying to kind of like swap
Basically, like-
places with Ark, or would you like to stand behind Ark and shove Ark?
That is what I would like to do. That is what I would like to do. That second one. Yes. I want to get Ark through that bookshelf to get buggies off of them.
Cool.
Or them out of bugs. If that makes more sense.
It does make total sense. So you're very tight to the ceiling right now, by the way, okay? You're like a couple of feet from the ceiling here on top of the bookshelf, so you are
Gross.
kind of,
It's gross.
you would have been prone. That's on me. That's okay, we'll let that go. And you kind of crawl through the silverfish swarm, which is not pleasant.
That's
and drop
not
down.
the phrase I wish I heard.
Nope. Yes, apologies for. I'm sorry that came out of my mouth. Okay, so
I'm sorry, it's in this game.
you drop down on the other side of Ark. Now, here's what I love: player consent. So Ark, aka Waffles, you see Tal drop behind you, and goes to basically.
I would essentially, as I hop down, I would look at the open bookshelf and like put like my hands on like your arm, and would basically like try to convey that like you're not good here, right? This is bad for you, right? Would you rather be over there, right?
Ark doesn't convey much emotion, but he like processes the situation. Doesn't like where Tal moved, and also doesn't want to move, and stays.
Okay. You do see Ark plant their feet and kind of maybe give a shake of the head or something like that to indicate that they're not a willing mover.
Okay.
Are you forcibly doing so, or are you doing something else? I will say that's been an action.
Green check mark to forcibly if you would like to.
Perfect. Okay. Oh no, now I have to make choices that are gonna affect my character.
Don't we just hate that in this game?
Every episode?
How many actions did that take, by the way?
One.
Just one. Okay. This is gonna sound like a very strange question. Does Ark count as a living creature?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Great. Then I will forcibly remove you from that space as best as I possibly can.
I was fucking
Amazing.
standing.
Go ahead and make athletics check.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Before I do that, that is still what I intend to do. However, will it only take an action to try to move him?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will cast guidance on myself beforehand because I really want him to move.
Got it. Perfect. This is going to be your athletics check against their usually, I mean, maybe reflex DC, because okay, so rules is written, I'm assuming this will be more something like a grapple check, and et cetera, and that might be 2 because you'd have to grapple them and then you have to move them, yada yada. I'm gonna just simplify it a little bit, so we'll do this. We'll just be like reflex DC versus a check to try to just grab and shove or something like that. If Waffles, if you're okay with it.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely like I don't want to hurt you, but I think you'll get more hurt being where you are. So it may be not the most gentle shove.
For sure. Arc can handle
Yeah,
it.
so you're gonna just kind of like pull on their arm and shove them to the right. With a natural one.
My, can...
Yes.
Your point.
If they...
I'm
if
tempted.
they crit failed, can I move them 5 feet?
Oh my
That
god!
is hilarious. Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
let's go. Let's
Here
go.
it is.
Listen,
Yes, and.
enthusiastic
Yes,
consensus.
yes, and. What's up?
Ark
Oh
instead
my
plants
God.
their feet and pushes Tal backwards 5 feet away from the swarm.
Oh.
Tal, you
That
are,
is-
you go to move them, and you have
That
your
hurts my
feet
soul in the
planted
best way.
either side of you as you try to shove them to the side. And what you're not expecting as you kind of lose your grip is to instead be shoved in the opposite way. And if anybody knows the proper, like, Magaambya, self-defense stance, it's not side by side, which is where you were, which gives you, as you take that step backwards, unwanted. Okay.
Cool. Sick! That's my turn, y'all!
Thanks. Good job. Ark, it's your turn.
That was the character stuff.
That was
Okay.
character stuff.
Ark is now happy where the swarm is.
Do me one quick favor before
Sure.
your turn. Talk to me about what that shove looked like. Was it a, like, shrug off stumble, or was it a shove?
It was a very, for lack of better words, in my brain repertoire, is a very like martial art like anime shove, to where like Tal was attempting to hold onto their arm, and so Art kind of like broke their arms upwards to knock them off balance a little, and then just flat palmed against their chest. Not hard enough to knock them down, but hard enough to knock them back.
Okay,
Does that
Thank
does
you.
that make sense?
it does.
It feels very intentional. Okay.
Yeah.
Tal, remember this.
Yeah, so Ark is going to, you're gonna see the electricity course through Ark's body and into the pole, and he is going to smack down at this swarm.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural.
Nice.
20.
What a
This is his spell strike.
this is so much.
Why does this always happen to Art?
I know.
Enough. But here's the deal, right? This is yeah, resist. This is physical damage at first, at least.
This 4 physical, the 4 bludgeoning probably doesn't go through. I don't know. You tell me, obviously, but I don't know if they have resistance bludgeoning.
They have resistance to physical in general.
Okay, then yeah, I mean this is for physical bludgeoning, so that doesn't go through, I assume.
Two of it goes through. You definitely get a good couple as you smack down.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what. Okay.
Let's go. Do you want me to roll this down?
Well, yeah. Okay.
What?
No, I'm thinking how this works here. Go ahead, do it.
I mean, do they have resistance lightning?
One way to find out. Do it.
32 electricity damage.
Holy shit.
Ow!
The swarm is dead.
Maybe they're vulnerable to lightning.
Yeah, maybe
If I know
they're-
anything about silverfish.
Ark turned into a giant bug zapper.
Shocking.
No. And that's way too much sense.
Yeah.
The target is one creature.
Sure.
Aw.
Ah!
Half damage?
You could do it to the big guy though.
As it is a swarm,
Oh, you can't. Oh, never
The
mind.
swarm is one creature, right? Like, it's just mental effects with one creature. That's why they have resistance physical, because they're a swarm. I mean, to be honest, me hitting them with a stick is targeting one creature.
yeah. Okay, you're right. That's only mental. Okay, so you smack down. Yeah. All right, Alex. No, okay, thank you.
Give me my 32 damage.
Everyone!
Take it!
I rolled two
You're up here
8s
doing a
on
wonderful
2d12.
job.
Give me my 32.
Thank you.
For real.
This is a lot, y'all.
It's a lot to keep track of as a GM.
You smack down
Can I?
onto the swarm.
On all
Can I
your
explain
candy,
it?
yes.
Yes, trust me,
I-
Waffles.
no,
I'm
no.
handing it off to you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There's a
Go.
lot of
You smack
dancing, dancing.
down against the swarm with your staff, and as you follow it up with a shocking grasp, how does it look like as you kill them all?
Yeah, he kind of like spins his staff and just like slams like walking stick straight up into the ground, and then the electricity shoots up from the ground in like a circle around the swarm.
That's so cool. That's so
And you see it
rad.
jump from silverfish to silverfish as they kind of in such close proximity in this swarm as it passes through all of them. And they all fall sizzling. That is absurd amounts of damage for this. So...
The dichotomy between like what's happening here and what's happening here,
over there with the wasps.
I fucking
Here's the
can't
thing,
handle it.
right? The wasps are so much more dangerous than the silverfish swarm. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but it's like so much cooler than what I did in like the best way. Yeah, he's not going to like this at all. It's gonna be great.
So Cal, you watchers do get shoved back, and it's a mix.
Mhm.
I mean, tell me a little bit about like that initial emotion, not what it turns into, but that. I mean, you were just shoved back.
So I think the initial reaction is a little bit offense and a little bit of frustration that, like, you know, it to Tal's perspective, you looked like you were in peril,
Dire
and I
straits,
wanted
you know.
to help, right?
Oh my god.
Now you watch this happen. What does that change in your perception as literally the entire swarm lays dead?
Okay, so the first thing that came into my head, so this is gonna be the first thing that comes into Tal's head, is I think, because going down this alleyway, they see Ark, they see Orinoza, and then behind them they see Hideaki and Arafe.
Like,
And for briefly seeing Hideaki, goes back and sees Ark and thinks to themselves, he never gets to lose.
Oof.
But who are you talking about?
I love this.
Who
Thank
am I
you for
talking
this.
about? Who's to say?
Erife.
Hold on,
You got a lot of sleepy bees around you.
I have one more action.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was only 2 actions. Arc is going to.
Sorry, that was
our
actually
bad.
too action.
Sorry.
Hey.
Arc is going to attack the flanked big silverfish with a multiple attack penalty.
Because Overnose is flanking?
Yeah.
Do it.
22 to hit. That's with the penalty added.
Already used its reaction anyways, so that hits.
Yeah.
4 bludgeoning damage.
You.
So like after slamming it on the ground, he just like real quick whack with the other side that was in the air.
Perfect. Okay, you do that. Is that your end of your
Yeah,
turn?
that's the end of my turn. Sorry.
All right. Erife, what are you doing?
Well, other things changed very quickly. Yeah. I'm gonna do this instead. So she's just, she watches these bees just fall around her and realize, like, I'm not helpful here anymore. Crap. So I'm going to attempt to leave this swarm.
Here we fucking go.
Reflex it.
Boy,
Please don't let me wake them up.
be careful.
I'm gonna use a hero point because a 3's bad.
Yeah, sure.
This is
That's
just me like using
much
up the
better.
hero points. That's all. That's all this is.
Hey, I have 3 of them. I can use as many as I want.
Yeah, you do.
Up to, but not exceeding 3.
Exactly. Let's see. It was a reflex, and my screen is so tiny. I'm so sorry.
Fine.
Time.
22.
Okay, yeah, no big deal. Easy enough. You kind of just hop right out of there. Which direction are you going?
So I'm actually gonna go up and around here. So you
you
can't see it go
down the
up. So
hallway.
I went up that way and around here.
So you go out to the other side, the other alley of the bookshelf, and then you climb over the fallen bookshelf to
Yes.
kind of end up
Position
the side
myself
arch.
there. Yes.
it.
And then I'm going to use an action to push my bless out another 5 feet around me. So it's a
Perfect.
10-foot radius.
Can you go ahead and move that square, whoever drew it?
Yeah, I was like, I would, but I can't.
I don't know who did it, so it's cool.
Who's white?
That's a different question.
That's a different question. Never mind.
I was gonna leave it all up.
But then she is going to go to cast her lifelink, and she's initially is going to do it to Ark, but she just has that moment of Ark doesn't need me. And so she's going to instead take a look at Hideaki, take a look at Tal, see Tal is doing worse, and I'm going to lifelink up with Tal.
Let's go.
So you see her put her hand out towards... So I guess maybe Ark doesn't see this because he's facing the swarm. But she'll put her hand out towards Ark, and then you'll see her pull her hand back and then just switch over without looking towards Tal and cast it that way instead.
Ooh. Tal, it links up with you. Erife, is there anything else you'd like to do? Or is that...
That's all she got.
Perfect. So, Silverfish Swarm's turn. It's dead. Wasp Swarm.
So sweepy.
Turn. It's
They're just taking a big nap.
That's a
The
big
silverfish
old
are just taking a big electricity nap.
A permanent electricity nap.
giant
a permanent
silverfish turn. As boom boomf, 2 booms against the door below, pushes it open.
And it's just another student. Just a prank, bro.
Oh god, I'd be more scared if it was a student.
Ignacy?
It's just Ignacy. Yeah. It's Abram with
Teacher
his
Odd's
fucking
like,
hang glider.
Teacher Odd's like, you're doing very well.
He leaves.
Teleports out. You guys got this.
The thing's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Great. There it is.
Dang, we love more. We love more of them. Dang, we sure do love a lot of them.
No.
There. 2 more. Is that good?
Only if that's it. If that's it, then we're fine. If there's more, then fuck you. I love you, Syrup.
The the giant silverfish does this. This is like the creepiest thing about this stat block. With a speed of 40 feet and a climbing speed of 20, it zooms out with its way too many legs, and it comes over here on one side, and the other coming and falls into place.
Holy
between
shit!
Filling up this little narrow alleyway between bookcases as we go to break.
Yeah.
We will resolve the amazing attacks of these. It's still their turn, but we will do that after break.
Good golly.
For all you podcast listeners,
All
or
around
YouTube
are
video
familiar
people,
wasps.
catch you soon. This has been fun. I love this. I adore this. I also want y'all to know that I have gotten a DM from individuals that are aware of certain stat blocks and go, here, let me read it to you exactly as they say. You're being so nice to them. I mean, wow, they have no idea how much you're literally saving their butts every turn. I'm just gonna
Nope, I'm not
let
interested.
that simmer real quick.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
We don't like
Keep
that.
your onions in your pantry.
We know, everyone. We know.
And also, we knew that before we started this show.
I love you all very much. We will be back very shortly, so please stretch your legs. If you're like me, be careful about your back. Get
Watch
some
for the
water.
wasps.
Yeah. Watch out for wasps. We'll
Hydrate.
be back here shortly, so stick around. This isn't over. We have some fun coming up, so just, see you soon. Be right back. No, just kidding.
Hi.
We all just stay in pose and just don't say anything. Hey guys.
We're all frozen.
We all froze. No. Hi, welcome back. Okay, so no big deal, y'all. I know we have adrenaline going on for a little bit now.
Yeah, let's go.
Got a whole set of combat and fun stuff. But let's keep it going. Because two more silverfish, giant silverfish that are way too large, and really please exterminate them on behalf of the GM. I beg you, please. I do not like them.
Mission
Swarm out
accepted.
of the room to the south. So now you have not one, but two, but three open rooms around you. As two more giant silverfish come lining through, climbing over the bookshelves in way too fast, y'all. And they go and settle in. Basically, it's like a little, I don't know, hopscotch or something. We got some hideaki and some sleepy bees. We got a silverfish, we got an overnoser. We got a silverfish, we got an arc. We got a silverfish, we got a tail. I like this map. I like this. I think everybody's flanking. Everyone's flanking each other. It's a little flank train. It's great.
A little flank
A
train.
little flank train.
But anyways, I didn't finish with the silverfish turn when they came swarming out of there. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't say swarm and scare y'all. When they came crawling
God
really fast
fucking
out of
A.
there.
Ark's like, I fear nothing.
It's fine.
I fear everything now. I've used all my spells.
Uh-huh.
Well, all my combat
Only now.
spells, I should say.
So lesson learned, y'all, when dealing with Arc, because of the Magus spell use limitations, just drag it out and slowly just keep introducing more and more
Drag.
things.
There you go.
And then keep the BBEG for last. Wait, what? Sorry. Okay, so
You no do this. No do this. No.
The Duval Dragon's coming? Oh, I'm really excited about that.
it's just the uwu oh Hideaki from me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy my picture now. It is really just that.
I was really, if I had the time, if I had remembered, I was gonna totally bring that in there. Come join the Discord, y'all, and look at all the amazing memes. That's all I have to say.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So good.
Very
So-
much, Alex.
1 silverfish. Not looking too good. Got a little bit of a bludgeoning bop a couple times now. Doesn't like that Ark, like, in particular was the last to hit it, so it's gonna turn around. It's going to snap at Ark, and by snap I mean pierce, and by bite I mean mandibles. With does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, but like, what if I wanted to?
I mean,
I'm sorry.
do you have a hero point?
I mean, probably
Yeah,
because
you
I
have
have
a
like
hero
20, but I'm
point.
not gonna do it right now.
was
It's
so
going
sass
to
of
do
that.
it again
Like-
for another.
Listen, there's a
15
mechanic you can
hit.
use that the game gives you.
I kind of want like me and Maria to just like walk in like Mean Girls. You can't sit at this
Here I
table.
was-
This table's for those that use hero points.
Am I just that third one that's just happy to be there?
Yeah.
There's a 30%
Start-
chance
start-
it's already
I
raining.
was being too sassy, y'all.
And then Waffles just takes you to your own table, and that's we all win.
The stars
That's
in the
content.
stars in the background. Like, I have hero points I can share.
I have 2 more. Who needs them?
Who needs hero points?
Oh, don't worry, I'll be okay.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm just rolling attacks in the background here. So
How
just-
dare
Jesus.
you?
See, here's what I don't like. I want to hear the clackety clack. I want to hear my own demise coming, not boop.
There, I'll just give it to
Does
you
a
for it.
16 hit
Right?
over Noza?
No, it does not.
How tasty.
Yeah.
Y'all, none of these attacks hit. Okay. But you know what? You know what?
What?
That's okay, because
What?
as this giant silverfish swarms over the bees, they start to wake up.
Fuck.
You're the worst. Why?
You're so mean. Look
There's a lot of noises
Did you
happening
see the
here.
hope that was in my eyes just now, ladies and germs? Did you just see it? It's gone, just like that.
Did you see all the sass that I got? Oh.
Oh.
Oh. But it's okay, Hideaki. They're starting to wake up around you, but it's your turn. But because
Let
they're
them sleep
waking
again.
up, and then it's your
I don't have
turn.
the spell slot to
Let's
do it.
start with some swarming stings. What do you think? Well, no, it's on their turn, not on their turn. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think the rules say no.
Mm-hmm. Look at that face. Hideaki, what are you doing? Tal, you're on deck.
I just don't wanna be. Everyone, we're having a
You
great time.
probably saw like Ark's big electric blast.
If you didn't see it, you heard it. I'm sure it was loud.
As they begin to wake up, and he's just like rapid fire decision. Do what you're going to do, and he closes his fist, and you see a very familiar reddish brown aura begin to swirl around over Noza as he boosts his Eidolon.
Okay.
And,
Is that how long does the boost Eidolon last?
boost Eidolon. It lasts 1 round.
Okay, never mind.
So, and then we're just gonna go to town on this fine gent right here. First, with a bite.
Is that the wasp?
with act
Where-
together,
where-
we're gonna bite.
Which
What's
one?
that?
The one behind? So the one closer to
The one,
you, or the one
closer,
that
the
you're?
one closer to me.
Okay.
Yeah, the one closer to me. That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing. I'll allow it.
Second attack. I'm gonna use.
Yeah, use those hero points.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Yeah.
Not much better.
Syrup.
15 to hit.
You stop.
2 days.
That's a miss.
You said yes and yes?
That's a miss.
Oh, that's a miss. Okay, that's fine. Third attack.
That's a -8 or 10 penalty. The third. Do you have a 5 or 4 multiple attack penalty? Just out of curiosity. If you're versatile or not.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's alright. No worries.
Cancel, edit. Yeah.
It's
probably not.
I'll take a look later.
Yeah. But that would be even with all of that, 17 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, 16 to hit. Sorry, math wrong.
So it wiggles as it boosts its AC, and it misses. And then it could take a step, but it won't. It's the wasps are working up. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. I'm taking a look real quick. Your multiple attack penalty for over-nosas, bites, and/or claws. Okay, so a bite. If you do a bite multiple times, it's -5 every time.
Mm-hmm.
And a claw is agile, so it has -4 instead. So if you
So
hover
my
over
math
the
is-
dice to attack, you'll see it says like MAP -4, MAP -5. So,
Got it.
Just-
So then it would have been a 17. If that's the case.
but yeah. All good.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it just says that. Let me worry about the wasps. And that's his turn.
Ooh. Okay, I like it. Tell.
Okay. So,
You're on deck. Do you want to use
a giant,
Just
a
kidding.
giant bug just went bleh.
Bleh.
Tal is going to okay.
You hear its mandibles go.
I hate. I guess it's kind of the opposite effect that Arafe does. So when Arafe is like when you're in your like curse stuff, this like blackness kind of goes out a little bit. There's like the shadow effect and everything like that. For a moment, there's this like the kind of the corners of the shadows of like the bookshelves kind of seep into Tal a little bit and get like collected into their hand as they reach forward and they cast Chill Touch. So they siphon negative energy into myself and my hand radiates a pale darkness. Isn't that neat?
I love this new voice acting. Oh,
It's a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude saving throw. I could do that for you.
If you could not. If you could actually not, though.
I feel like it would be good.
I forgot to add the boost Eidolon damage, so add 2 to that, please.
Okay.
Thank you
Wait.
very much.
Wait.
Wait.
How much was it total?
Wait.
What did I roll? 6 plus 2, 8.
8. And this was piercing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's not the swarm. Boo, I'm sad. Okay, you're good. Okay.
I'm
yes,
sad,
fortitude
you're
save.
good.
I got a 17.
Didn't you just say you wanted us to get rid of
That's
this
my
overfit?
DC!
Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh no.
But let's see here. Living creature. Spell deals negative damage. Targets have
I
the
don't think
basic
it-
fortitude save, so it is half damage on a success. Anytime you see a basic save, that's what that means. Basic saves are half damages.
Well, then it's 2 damage.
2 damage
little
is
damage.
taken. This little silverfish is like wiggle, doesn't like it.
Blah.
What else you want to do?
Oh, wait, I have a question. Nope, it's
Yeah.
because it's a save. Never mind. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh,
dear.
mother.
What are the odds I could pull this bookshelf down on top of this bug?
Oh, you know we love that though.
You did
This
it
one.
before.
Do it.
Bug
Let's do it.
smashing.
Ark did it before.
Oh,
That's true. Go ahead and make me an athletics check to do that.
that's right.
Shit. I fucked up. I should have done something different.
Smash bugs, smash bugs.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna use a hero point though.
Ooh, okay.
Let's do
So
it.
you do want to use a hero point for a CM.
Oh, Tal.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Lincoln Park.
So that's how you
deep
know a
cut.
combat's going good when Linkin Park comes out.
know it.
So
That cuts deep.
super
It really
quick
does.
check in, y'all.
So is everything else.
check your character sheets for me real quick, Maria.
Yep,
Hal,
yep.
how many hero points do you have left?
0.
Duval,
Resource management is
Teriyaki,
not my strong suit.
0.
0.
You said 0.
I did.
Arc, Waffles.
I have 2.
Unless there's a generous person in
2
the chat.
from Arafe as well. Okay. All right, we got 2200. I like this. I like this a
I
lot.
Who am I
don't.
targeting?
Tal,
Yes.
at the end of your turn.
It's the
This is the.
assuming if that took 2. Wait, no, the spell took 2 actions. So yes.
Okay. Arc, what's uppy?
Okay. Art's
I
going
imagine
to-
that I'm still like on the bookshelf, like trying to pull it down.
Yeah, you're like,
But there's like leftover grease, and there's like
You're at
I
an
don't
awkward
feel
angle,
good.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's
great.
weird.
Hanging off the shelf, going. Trying to put your body weight into
cooler
it.
than that.
Arc is going to electric arc.
Sean, I love you.
The bug closest to Tal first, and then the one behind, having it jump to the one behind him.
Cool. So I need what? A little saving throw.
Reflex save for each.
Oh, but with the little wiggle wiggle, I got this. Bam.
My buggy don't wiggle wiggle.
Oh gosh, okay, that's a 13 for the first and a 17 for the second. Doing great, y'all.
They're both fails. They both take 8 electricity damage.
Got it. Alright, so the one between you and Tal takes that, and the one that you had already hit, as it jumps to the second, sorry, wow, that was the most ADHD thing I've ever done. I talked and there was a little like, not fly, like a little gnat that just went across my screen, and I was like,
And you're gone. Amazing.
I was completely gone.
Amazing.
So
Incredible.
the one between you and Overnosa, however, that is enough to you hear the little sizzle, kind of pop as it collapses to the ground. You have
Nice.
2 more to deal with, and the awakening wasps. Is there anything else you're doing?
Arc will
Okay.
raise his book.
Got it.
That's it.
Arafe.
All right, first thing I do, bless, push out 5 more feet.
Cool. I'm gonna do
So it's
it.
now 15-foot radius around me.
What does Bless do again?
+1 to attack rolls.
Okay.
It's not. I was like, it's not the same as D&D, but it's still good. It doesn't help that all of us are spellcasters, so half of us are doing saves. But that's okay. I'll just remember that for next time.
Is there a max like radius for this?
Not that I'm aware of.
I
It's-
love this. I
it
love that
says
every
that-
time you sustain, it goes.
Yeah, every time I sustain, I can continue to push it out farther and farther, but I need to use an action to push it. So.
Got it. That's super cool. All right,
Yeah.
got it.
So Arafe watching Arc once again zap these things. She's like, I can do that. I'm gonna try. And so she's like, and then tries to get it to go off. And I'm going to also use electric arc between the 2 silverfish. My
Amazing.
DC is much lower.
Do the fish have to be within a certain distance from each other? Just 30 or
feet.
more or less? Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
not a
start
problem.
with the one that's closest to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. Let's make that reflex saving throw.
I guarantee you beat mine.
10.
Oh no. Okay, that one fails.
Okay, and then jumps to the second one. Come on, y'all. You have a great. You're quick. I'm gonna channel this. You got this. You got this, Silverfish. Come on.
No, you don't.
16.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. All right. So it doesn't
Boom.
jump to the second one.
I can't believe
But-
that you cheerleaded a fucking silverfish.
Well, actually, it is a basic saving throw, is it not? Which means that it would still take half damage the second one because
Yes.
it does
Okay.
jump. Okay.
Okay.
What are the damages I'm looking at here?
So then it would be 4 to the first one and 2 to the second because this is my druid casting.
Hey, that one class that you took.
Well, Arafe is taking some of the druidic classes that she's learned here in the Magaambya
Mm-hmm.
and trying to put it into action after watching Ark do that. That's super, super cool.
Heck
I
yeah.
think that's fascinating.
Wow.
I always
And I'm like,
imagine
it's
how
like,
it,
it's.
I always imagine
Oh,
how
sorry,
it
go ahead.
looks different too, because like this is coming from druidic casting, but Arcs is from arcane casting.
Well,
Same-
I'm just
same
imagining. I'm imagining that his is much stronger than mine. So you guys see this like big thunder or this big lightning come down from Ark, and then you just see like kind of like a spark that goes between 2 nails.
Oh,
So it's like this big crash, and all of a sudden,
I like that though. Like, I could do this. Like, tries it herself. I think that's amazing. Is there anything else you're doing?
that's all I got.
Okay. Silverfish Swarm dead. Wasp Swarm,
I
hello.
love that.
So, first of all, Hideaki takes 6 points of damage.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just because you're standing there.
As that happens,
Yes.
there is a murmur that, like, as that pain sort of hits him. You're doing this for them. Stay focused.
Oh.
I hate this.
As you do take this damage, can you make me a reflex saving throw?
Natural fucking 20.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yes.
You
We're telling a
shrug
story!
off,
We're telling a story!
you
Oh my
make
god, I
sure-
literally hurt my own hand.
Oh no!
It's okay, I'm alright.
Previously, Overnosa had
27, right?
taken one of those stings, and so in this case, you are very wary to try to not do that. That's one. Next up, you see them. How are you looking, Hideaki? Like overall, like what's your health now?
Right at 50%, 15 out of 30.
Wow. Okay. So, you see the wasps starting to rouse and confused, unsure of where they are. They are like stinging those that are around them. You also see some kind of bump into the door that is still closed because they swarm kind of through it, not
Sure.
opening that door.
Right.
You see some of them kind of bump over there, or some bump into a bookshelf as they start to rouse each other as the buzzing gets louder again as they wake up. They will.
What if they didn't, though?
Oh gosh, what did they do?
What are they doing? I'm just gonna take time to think more often because I feel the panic happen. They're going to start to. A few of them you actually know. Make a perception check for me for free.
About 14.
14. Okay. You see them bumping into the door. They seem confused. They seem to be looking all around, not quite sure. They're going to remain there. Yep, they're gonna remain there. Yeah, cool. We're good. Silverfish, go through here and take a bunch of attacks. So, Overnosa, that. You know how I like missed so many last time? This is a 26.
Well, it hits.
It's not a crit, is it?
Nope.
All right. So
Got an AC of 19.
I love that for you.
Damn.
Cause take 8
It
damage.
doesn't matter, but it sure is cool.
Sure is. It's gonna do its multiple attack. I'm gonna see. Okay, good. 7 and 12 all misses. The next one, Arc,
Arcs here.
23 to hit.
Yeah, even if I raise my shield, that's a hit. So, I will probably shield block the damage though. So yes,
Okay.
hit.
7 piercing damage as the mandibles click into you. Sorry, I had to. That, and then they're going to do.
Arc blocks some of it, and Arc blocks 3, and him and his book take 4 damage.
Okay. A 13 for the second attack and a 10 for the third.
Yep.
As they kind of keep trying to snap at you, but this time you carefully, whether it's step back, dodge, move, and get out from their strikes. That is everybody's turn there. We hit the top of the round, so I want an idea. Everybody take a thought as to like how you all. This is gonna be our final round. How you all are. What your focus is, how you're winding down. I know this is going to be hard when other people do other things, but very quickly, Hideaki, what is happening?
Potions.
Amazing. Okay, so that's an interact action with your potion as you pop the cork, chug that down. What potion are you taking?
What did I don't remember.
Is this one that Airfay gave you?
I think we all bought the same kind of potions, right? Because
Airfay bought a crap ton, and then
yeah,
She bought some
'Cause
potions
I-
and some anti-venom, I think.
yeah.
I mean,
Because
I'm
I'm
assuming
pretty sure, I can't remember if it was minor or lesser.
I was gonna say, you got better ones than I did. I got minors, you got lessers.
I got lesser, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm taking a lesser healing potion.
Okay.
Is that what one
well,
action to do that?
You bought minor. Hideaki bought minor. Airfay bought lesser. No, reverse? Am I wrong? Sorry.
No, I opposite. I got the lesser
Oh.
ones because they cost more because I was buying more.
Right.
Oh, that's what okay, I thought. that's
No,
what I said.
well, you got it. But wait, no, because you got the ones that heal less, but you got more of them.
Yes.
Words! I love
Calculus.
this one.
Yes,
So-
I got 4 minors and Hideaki got
you
1
hand-
lesser.
Them to Hideaki, though? Did you disperse them? Does Hideaki
Yes.
have any of yours?
Because there was that whole
the Arc refused
situation
it.
where
Right.
Yeah.
Your choice. You taking a
I'm
better one or a
taking-
lesser
I'm
one?
taking the better ones, definitely.
Okay. Go ahead. It is an action to do so.
Yep. One action, correct?
Yeah.
So I heal for 12 hit points,
Okay.
and because I'm a summoner, we're gonna act together with that and bite on this guy.
Let's go.
We got us in between.
My brain, by the way, confused the heck out of this because to me, minor is like more than lesser.
Yeah, no,
and it's
for
the
sure.
Reverse.
Yeah, I just pulled up the list and I was like, that's not how I would have done it, but all right, cool. Either way, 25 to hit.
I cast potions.
I assume that hits, Sarah?
Sorry, my brain. Say it again.
It's okay. 25 to hit.
You would like to assume, yeah, it hits. However, this one will use its reaction to make sure that that's not a crit. Because it could have been.
That's probably smart. 7 points of piercing damage.
It is unfortunate, however, as Overnoza chomps down, despite the wiggling.
Not good enough.
And what does it look like when it goes to bite its head off? What does it do? Because it's dead.
Boy, that's a great question. Overnoza is really I hate this. So you
Fed
you
up,
started with
just-
fucking transporting chickens, and now you're making me eat bugs. I'm an astral fucking copper drag. Anyway, at least that's my perspective. Anyway, it's
love
no nonsense. It's just finds like a blood vessel, rips it. Not even like ripping
Tears
its head
it
off, just whatever, gone.
Amazing. Just takes a vital chunk out of it. So Hideaki pops a potion. Overnoza destroys one of the second to last silverfish.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
then
move this. Go ahead.
And then with his last 2 actions, because here's where it gets interesting now, because we're talking about targets and swarms and stuff like that. With Electric Arc, you can choose 1 or 2. So how would that work?
It is still a numbered thing. However, that's for mind things, as we said. So you can absolutely still target them.
So
with
yeah, then I'm gonna
attacks.
cast Electric Arc and slaps his hands together, and this electricity just around the swarm. And you're I think it's a will save.
Reflex.
Reflex save.
Reflex save. So we will do that here for a natural 1.
Love that for you. So that's gonna be. Unfortunately, I rolled sadly very low. What's my spell casting? Is that just my? Yeah, that's just my intelligence. So that's 4 points of something damage. 4 points of lightning damage.
So it should be 8.
Minimum.
Because of the crit
Yeah.
fail, which is double.
Oh, because you crit failed, right?
Amazing.
Sure.
Yes,
Sorry,
I
I didn't.
did.
I was like, what? So 8 points of lightning damage.
Perfect. Okie dokie. So,
I cast potions too. Thanks, everyone. That's his turn.
That's it. So, okay. So, the wasp swarm starts to, with this kind of additional attack after they're joggingly kind of like waking up, they're a little confused, starts to swarm again more angrily. 1 silverfish down, 1 left. Tal, what are you doing? Followed up by Ark and then Arifit.
So the last thing Tal did was try to pull this bookshelf down, and I think Tal's still gonna try to keep pulling this bookshelf down.
Do it for me. Athletics.
I'm thinking.
I believe.
I'm thinking. Tal's gonna guidance themselves before they do it.
We love that for you.
Do it.
They're like, I can do this. They believe in themselves. That's a 12.
It's a 13.
13.
Technically.
Technically. Alrighty. So
Oh, I miss Chester.
they do so.
Oh wait, I
they're
lied.
gonna
It is
go
a
ahead-
12. It is a 12 because I'm temporarily immune to the spell for an hour. So never mind. It is.
Got
It is 12.
It takes a little bit, but this is the second time you're trying to do so, which I'm going to lower that DC a little bit, so you are able to finally kind of like you've been pulling, and you're pulling, you change your grip, you shift a little bit, and you pull it again, which goes ahead and does that. So we last time, I don't remember what we rolled. We're gonna roll. Do you want to do like?
I think it
What?
was 2d6.
2d6, or was it?
I think we were arguing over 2d6 and 1d12, and I think we landed on 2d6. But
Go
I
ahead
want
and
to say it was
2d6.
2d6. Yeah.
8 damage.
We love an 8.
You hear a most unpleasant squishing sound as the books tumble and the shelves fall over this little 3 hit points left silverfish, in which Ark.
Oh wait, but I still have actions.
Oh,
Yeah, you do.
yeah, yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try. Is any part of it sticking out?
Just like its little tail.
There's so
thing.
many legs, at least 1 or 2 have to.
Gross. I'm gonna chill touch it. I want it dead so
Hurts
bad.
me.
Oh, it's dead. It's been dead. You hear the squish.
Oh,
It
you
is
said
dead.
3 hit points. Oh, as in it doesn't
it
have,
was-
never
it
mind.
had
3 left.
Yeah.
Three.
left. Okay.
No, never
Yeah.
mind.
You were all-
So sorry.
I don't want to
players
touch it
were
at
all-
all.
Okay, I was like, you still want a piece of it? Okay, sure.
Trophy.
No, I thought it had 3 hit points left.
It's her newest
I mean,
bit.
I was
It's her
thinking
newest
it doesn't.
bead on their necklace.
No.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do instead?
Tal's just gonna like stand there and like just kind of take everything in, and then like turn and like sit on the bookcase. And they're gonna turn and they're just gonna like flop on the bookcase with like their legs still like on their feet still on the floor.
Amazing.
There's still bees.
Amazing. There's still bees. Oh, sorry, Ark. What are you doing?
Yeah, Ark wants to.
There's blood and guts everywhere around
Ark
you.
wants to
Yeah, it's
rerun
gross.
on the bookshelves
Yep.
and land by the wasp swarm and electric arc.
Over here kind of deal?
He wants to land in them.
In them. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, if you're trying to run on top of the bookshelves, which you can crawl, you can get up there
Naruto,
and
run.
crawl. Go ahead and make me athletics or acrobatics to get up there. Actually, acrobatics to get there, like go through it quickly.
Parkour. Parkour.
26. All right, stop flexing. You make it there, and you even do a little like cool flip at the end. You land in the wasp swarm and you electric arc. Go ahead. Go ahead. Syrup, me, do a reflex.
Stop, right. Go ahead, and oh wait, that's me.
Or actually,
Dang.
can I change what I do for story purposes?
Sure.
Instead of electric arcing, he wants to push Hideaki out of the swarm.
Motherfucker, I hate you so much. That is such a good idea, though.
So I have a question for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy, what
If
a
you
good
do
idea.
this, can I keep my reflex saving throw roll for future?
For future
Did you roll
against
really
me,
high?
sure.
Okay. So
What a move.
here's the thing. Overnose is kind of wedged between two bookshelves at the corner of a doorway that is closed. So how are you doing this? You have to kind of more pull him. Probably this is the only open space.
So I can't I can't run up the books across the wall and then land here and push him
Okay.
down in the door.
So the door is closed.
Oh, the
It's
door
been
is closed now?
You closed
It
it.
was always closed. They were just feeding
Oh,
through
They
it.
swarmed through
You're
it,
right.
yeah.
No, no, you're
Yeah.
right. Then he would land here and push him. Chunk
Okay.
him.
What's that way? Chunkin'.
Hideaki, once again, player consent. Are you what is Hideaki
Not-
doing? Is Duval is okay with this?
I said I have. Yeah, he's absolutely not interested in
Okay.
being pushed.
So contested roll.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
This
has
has gone
reflex
full
DC or
circle.
But just Duval, you're right. You're good with this.
Oh, super great.
cool.
I am
Shit.
excited as fuck because that is a brilliant move on your part, Waffles.
I love this.
I love it.
Solidifying
fucking
relationships here.
Exactly.
Athletics
But
check,
not friends.
please.
But not friends though.
For
All right. What,
I'm gonna
what
hear
is
the
it,
point.
strength?
Ooh, okay. It's gonna be contested, with your. I think it's gonna be your reflex DC is how I'm gonna do this.
Oh. Okay.
I think
Probably
that's
gonna be
what
hard.
you.
Or would it make more sense for it to be the AC?
I think it's
Well, how did we
reflex
do
DC,
it
to be
last
honest.
time? How did we do it when
remember.
I did it with
Reflex DC.
Okay.
Let's go. 20.
Is that what you, like this session? Or are you talking about something?
You said
prior to
20?
Yeah. No, when I was trying to shove.
that? Okay.
Appropriate.
I hear
I
a
rolled
pointed
a
to get
dirty
this.
20.
Give it to me.
I rolled a dirty
So-
20.
Well, no.
Amazing.
So this is your DC. So your reflex
You don't
DC
roll.
is
Oh.
going to be your reflex modifier plus 10, which I
Oh.
believe is going to be a 15.
That is a 15. Amazing. Never mind. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
So you
Okay.
do so. Hideaki, you get pushed and like you trip over books, losing a second of footing, and you get pushed over there. I won't make you fall prone or anything like that. You stumble out of the wasp swarm, however. Arc, that would be 2 actions you've done so far. What's next?
Why did you do that?
Are you asking Art?
Yes.
Art just looks at you for a second and says, "You're in danger."
Hideaki will remember this.
Raising my shield doesn't help, so can I do a recall knowledge on the wasp?
Oh, you betcha.
I assume nature.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, I say as I look it up.
If it's a bug,
10, so it's probably a fail.
Yeah, okay. So nature, 10. That would be a fail. That would be correct. So Yeah, okay. Variance doesn't change that. That's a fail. These are wasps, but you don't really learn anything interesting about them. What? That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. That was my third action.
All right. Airfay, final go around this round. Like I said, this is going to be the final round.
Yes, so she is going to peek around the bookshelves, see those two down there, and who's she gonna go for? Hideaki. So she's gonna move her around so that her aura moves with her. Push it out one more time to 20 feet, and then I'm going to cast lifelink on Hideaki as well. So for that, you will get 3 hit points back with lifelink.
Oh, I didn't realize I had.
I forgot about that when I did that with Tal.
Great.
Fair.
Every
Every time
got
you
it.
cast this, does your curse go another level?
curse goes up.
yeah.
So I'm now at
Okay.
I'm at moderate curse now.
Whew. Here we go.
And that's it. That's what I got. But I'm staying hidden because
That's
bees.
great.
Amazing.
Hello, bees.
All right.
Hello, bees.
What does lifelink do again?
So
Plus-
I take the first 3 damage they take each round instead of them.
Okay. So you did this with Hideaki, not Ark.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I knew Ark wouldn't like it.
Here's what happens. We start off, all the silverfish are dead. The wasps remain. They're angry and they're buzzing. Because Ark is beginning their turn in their vicinity, Ark is going to take 1 point of damage.
He's now
However-
taking 5 points of damage this
A new
campaign.
record.
However, Ark, make me a reflex saving throw.
God, if you fail both
14.
of them, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Okay,
Is that
the sting.
is that a fail? If it is, I'll hear a point.
It fails.
Okay, I'll hear a point.
That sounds
22.
There it is.
Fine, take my fun away from me.
Yeah, I
You
got it.
had your fun.
If he has a
Oh, you're
chance to be a
bugs.
hero, he has to try. That's my last hero
Yeah.
point, though.
How many here? That's it. Okay, cool. So
So just sing him again.
now Hideaki before made a perception check.
Yeah,
Didn't roll that great.
14.
Why don't you make me one?
Me?
Yep.
Me, smiley face?
A moo?
Me? Oh,
6.
Yeah, it's a 6. Okay, cool. You also
Ark,
don't
you
notice
saved me.
anything. Great. However, the buzzing as they kind of swim around and start to move, you notice, only because you see it thinning around you. So what happens is they start to do that sort of like swarming motion that you might see in like
Oh god,
gosh.
they moved towards me. Oh no.
They did. Birds who murmur. That's what it's called, right? Murmur. You guys know this? Where birds start to murmur.
Oh,
It's
like
really cool.
swallows, like the
Yeah.
swallows, and they just kind of
Yeah,
like
they do
move and
this
they like
cool-
undulate, and it's weird.
Yes.
It's like,
yes,
it's
yes,
like
yes,
They're
yes.
like
skins of fish,
aliens.
is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Alien.
watch
Same
as they start to do that.
I do
As they
hate
start
this.
to murmur and shift and move, and they go through. So, Hideaki, as they pass through you, take 3 damage. Which
take 3
goes to
damage.
Erfe.
I take none?
And they
You take
start-
nothing.
Correct. You take none. You watch as they sting you, but nothing. Like the wound kind of closes up. But you know what though? Before I do anything, also follow that up with the reflex saving throw.
Can I
Me?
insert something here too?
Yes.
When they swarm away from Ark, he kind of has his hands like up over his ears.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh,
What is it?
19.
19, great. You don't feel the damage because Erfe takes that from you, and they start to murmur in this odd sort of like moving fashion out to the open door to the front that is left open by the previous gremlins that, the scrits that had ran out of here.
Good, get out of here.
They leave.
This isn't your house anymore.
Ark really quickly goes to patch up the window.
Goes to patch. Sorry, say that again.
Patch up the window. He doesn't want them coming back to their wasp nest.
As you
Okay,
as
so you
walk
open the door
through-
behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Take your time. I was just letting you know.
So the moment of immediate sort of like panic, initiative, etc. is over. You pause for a moment listening. You do not hear the buzzing. You do not hear any more things that go bump in the night, in the tree. You take that moment. The only thing that Ark hears from such a close proximity to the door is actually, with the door closed, you probably don't even hear the nest.
There's holes in the door.
True, but it's pretty faint into the back corner. So,
Okay.
with this, we are out of initiative.
Jeez.
There is no more immediate threats around you.
Tal laying down on this bookshelf, just kind of staring up at the ceiling, just shouts out, "Is everyone okay?"
You beat me to asking that question.
Yes.
Ark, you can go ahead and open that door to get to the window.
As he does that, Hideaki rushes over to him.
Oh my god.
And grabs him by the arm. Yeah, super great.
He lets
And
you.
like, there's
He
actually
just stares at you.
and there is like, and he looks you right in the eyes, and there is like this like anger initially that's like subsiding as he swallows his pride for maybe the first time. Thank you. And gives you a hug.
Ark's
Wow.
arms just
Oh, go ahead.
Ark's arms just kind of like hang by his side. He doesn't give a hug back, and you just hear like, "You're welcome." You would do the same.
I would. Every time. Tal, do you need a potion?
As they're over having that conversation, Arafe is going to release a 3-action heal
Oh,
and
Jesus.
burst out.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And since I'm in my my moderate curse, it's a D12 instead of a D8.
Shit.
Hell yes!
Well,
So
hi,
everybody,
will-
because I made sure I am equidistant.
yeah, you did.
Everybody gets 10 points back.
Fucking amazing.
That's back up to the max, baby.
Gorgeous.
I'm back at full.
What bucks? What bucks? What bucks?
Nothing.
It's
ever
one of those
happens.
like the 3-action heal is really nice, but it says targets all living creatures, which means I would heal everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
That is correct.
They're
It's also discriminatory.
Kudos to reading that and knowing what that meant. I appreciate it greatly.
Yep.
I'm not healing the bugs.
The only time it becomes super good is if we're all surrounded by undead.
That's true.
Because
Oh,
then
yes.
then you
Because they
damage
heal
the
and
undead
hurt.
and heal us.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Ark, you go to try to patch the window with whatever makeshift things are around you. Go ahead and just make me like a crafting check. What else is everybody doing in this moment?
Yelling at Tal, like seeing them just like splayed out. Oh my god, how does this work this way? It's amazing. And do you need a hand?
They'll just like look up towards you and just like raise their hand up.
Pulls you up.
You have 2 open doorways to your east and to your south, and a wasp's nest now currently empty that you can investigate.
Tal is going nowhere near that wasp nest at all. At all. I think Tal very hesitantly is going to head this direction and like go to the edge and like peek around to make sure there's not anything crawling in there that is like insectoid in any way, shape, or form.
Perfect. So you are going to the eastmost door.
Yeah.
As you carefully do so, you also see, like the two, similar to before, like more bookshelves that have been crammed everywhere, including like the entrance of this doorway kind of deal. And so here, as you kind of look through this room, this is everyone's favorite word, this moist room.
It's really only Dubs' favorite word. I don't know why.
That's not a word
No,
you
it's
want to use to
everyone's.
describe a wooden place or a place made out of with books in it. Really.
Well, here is where some a swarm of silverfish have emerged. This is where large silverfish has emerged. So this moist room has heaps of partially chewed books and scattered papers,
Makes sense.
many of which have been pulped and mashed into like a strange nest shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a crack in the wooden wall that drips with moisture and seems to be covered with this profusion of mold.
Ugh.
Do you go in to take a look?
There's a heavy moment of hesitation, but then slowly.
Yep. You do so. You're listening carefully. You're looking very carefully. Tell me, are you here to just kind of see what else is in this room? Like,
no, I'm trying to find these damn books so we can leave.
Leave the fuck out of here.
okay, you got
I'm done with this tree now. Why did no one else go into this place? There's like fucking adults here.
Wait, I've been saying this since
yourselves.
day one.
They're just a bug infestation. This is nothing.
I'm just a kid.
And
You're not though,
It's a
y'all. You're
nightmare.
adults. I do want to take a moment to take this into. No, this is a very interesting.
Sure, I'm in my
point, right?
20s.
I think
we're like actual adults.
I think we're just
okay.
trying
Well,
to
no,
give you
Ark is
crap.
only 3, but you know,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
trying to give you crap, honestly.
5.
This is, you all are relative, like, young adults here.
Yep.
Yes.
No one here is younger than that. That's
I'm
a point
5.
of this campaign, by the way.
Yeah, that is true.
All
Ark
of
is
you are
only 5.
adults.
Ark is 5
Ark is
though.
5, but he's an android and therefore an adult.
5 with heavy quotation marks.
With heavy quotation marks. In the
Smarter
context
than all of us.
campaign such as this, you are in a magical school where you have always talked about applying magics and the such. You have been tasked with a task to simply retrieve some books, pre-warned that, you know, who knows what's taken, repurpose this space into their own homes. This is not as exhausting as it was. It's validly, like, you know, whatever your characters think is definitely valid. But I want to add to it the context of you're in a world where creatures such as this exist. In a magical school where, of all places to handle this, is actually probably one of the most safest because you have people you can go to for healing and help. You're not out
if
in
you
the
die, they
wilderness.
can bring you back.
So, yeah.
Level 1, yay.
In the considerations of things, none of this was further beyond the expectations that one might expect. Potentially. But that is still, you can be angry, you can be upset, you can do all of those things. I just want to,
I
set
have
the
been
scene.
and I always will be.
I'm
Now-
sure, man.
Why don't you tell me? Let's see. No,
What don't
you're
you
cool.
tell me?
I don't care about rolls. No, I'm kidding. So you step in here slowly and you start taking a look around. I'm going to, as you look around, you take a look at the books that are still something that you could read. Obviously, not the stuff that's been mushed into pulp and into nests.
Yeah, I'm not
here.
into the mushy stuff.
Take a look around slowly. The books here are all compiled from the same research topic. Looks like the way these have some desks here laid out, despite the things that have been eaten, the things that have been disturbed, it looks like maybe like research has been conducted in here. And of the open books that have been up on the table and away from the reach of some of these things, you notice that the thread that ties these research together, all the books here, to some extent, discuss the potential positive uses for spells considered evil by the world at large. As you look through and take a look at some of the notes that have been taken, it seems like maybe somebody was trying to build a thesis or something, like a student was trying to build a thesis by studying these texts, but left off at some point and never went back. Many of these books, you look at one half chewed up, and you see a lot of these books have some pretty gruesome subject matter. You see the starts of the detailing of an evil spell and the effects that it causes in too much detail, but it's cut off as the rest of the book has been chewed away. Can't help but wonder, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing that these books were destroyed.
Some people might think it's a bad thing.
Fair. Very fair. That's Tal.
That's me.
Ark, you rolled a lovely 16 crafting. So it takes you a little bit, but you use your little like water skin, you wet some paper, you start like plastering it to the window, and you figure out a nice way to make sure that is shut firmly. And craft your way to do that. Is there anything else that you do while you're in this room? As you hear the, let's see, what is the word that they use? Moaning. Yep, moaning.
The moaning scroll.
The morning motto.
I mean, the door's still open. Ark's gonna make sure, like, everyone's, like, accounted for okay. Like, he's just glancing back over there. Trying to find I'm gonna use this somewhere, so I'm trying to find the best way to use it, and this seems like a pretty cool use. You said these papers are like, are they all damaged? Can they be?
You want to take a look at the wasp nest in earnest?
Yeah.
See the status?
Fucking
Make me a perception check.
Amazing.
I'm such a bad perceptioner, though.
Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better about. I don't need to ask for checks that this is what you get regardless, right?
Take 20.
So yes. No, that's the thing, y'all. You can take 20 minutes to succeed on a roll no matter what.
You can make that home rule, but they took that out in Pathfinder2e.
Oh, did
Yeah. I allowed it in time.
was that in Starfinder then?
It is in Starfinder, and I allowed it.
That's
I
what it
even
was.
allowed it in Time Has Passed because I like it. Like, if you have time, just cool, you do it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. That
Yep,
makes sense.
take the time to do it right.
So, here, you see, with careful examination, you look through it. The nest reveals that definitely some of the paper that was used in its construction seems to be moaning. Not all of it, some of it. This is clearly the remnants of the scroll, a treatise of the various communicative methods of non-vocally projecting entities. However, the scroll's title is the only piece that's still legible, because on top of the use through a wasp's nest, for wasp nests, it looks like the rest of the scroll was smeared with ink from the scripts and torn apart. So it is doubly damaged to the point that you don't think, because of how the scripts work, that it's something that can be repaired, because the ink was eaten, so to speak.
yeah.
But if you wish to take it down anyways and bring it to Ott, you can.
Yeah, I mean, we got the wasp out of here for it, so I think so, definitely.
Yeah.
We worked this hard.
Right?
So you do that. You grab the wasp nest down easily enough.
Yep.
Airfei, Hideaki, what are each of you doing?
Can I add?
There's one room to the south. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I just want to. I'll let you decide when it happens or what it does or whatever. But eventually, and I don't want to take any of their jobs. But eventually, Art just wants to. I took this spell very purposely for this literal situation. Art wants to spend a minute, and he is going to just very, very quickly begin sorting through a majority of the mess and have them lined up in alphabetical order or in whatever Dewey Decimal System there are, up to 200 books. Casting the quick sort spell in a minute.
Amazing. So, you going back into the main room, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, in the main room, Ark is beginning to, with precision and speed that is very particular, not something you see, starts sorting through the books. We will get to that in a second. Airfei, Hideaki, what are you doing?
So as Tal walked into the other room, he Hideaki runs around the other side towards Airfei, and again, amazing, and gives you a hug.
I'll give you one back.
Oh,
Her little tendrils kind of also roll around you.
I mean, you know what? That's not the weirdest thing we've seen today, so it's fine. I'm just really grateful. That's all. I don't think we're needed here. Of course. Looking at what'd you say, Syrup?
There's one unexplored room still to your south that's open right now. There's more doors that have not been opened, but of the open doors, there's an unlooked one to the south.
And as R2 is in his element, Tal, you okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go check this other room.
Okay.
Unless you want us to wait and come hang out with you, and then we can all go together.
No, go ahead. I just find something so we can go.
Yep. Got it. Unless you have any objections.
No, I figure maybe we split up a little bit and get it done as quickly as possible.
God, just walking through all of this. Yeah, I thought I liked bugs as a kid. I feel very different now. It just walks forward.
So you said split up. So Hideaki's going to the open room. Airfei, are you going to any of the rooms that have not been opened yet?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the one in the northwest corner, and I'm gonna listen to that door real hard before I open it.
Cool.
Yeah. Actually,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that one. Because I didn't think about these being doors, so I just went somewhere. So
Yeah,
it
well,
would be whatever.
the
this
one to the south has not yet been looked at, so you could definitely look it over and then go to another door.
Yeah, sure. I'll look over the
It's
first
fine.
one first.
Yeah. So it'll be quick, so you can definitely do both.
Okay.
So to the south, as you look into this room, again, here it's interesting. Now, this picture on this map doesn't quite represent it in the utmost
detail?
capacity, I will say, because here heaps of dormitory furniture has been pushed into this room, including several frayed wicker chairs, a jumble of coat racks, 2 broken beds. The room is also unpleasantly moist, and thin sheets of mold cover the chairs and the bed. It looks like the room's contents have been shoved around without much thought, and it looks like it's been done rapidly, not properly. There are ink-stained blankets covering the moldy broken beds. Maybe the Scrits used this as a little place to sleep or something like that. And you also know that the Silver Fist came out from here, and if you look kind of below some of the furniture under the beds, you see that, a little bit more of those kind of nest areas are in here, but there's not much else of interest in here, so you can quickly kind of get that with a scan and go to that second room that you were looking at.
Got it. Yeah.
And I might have stepped through there. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Because the reason why I brought Overnoser over too, I was just I didn't even ask you how you were doing. And just like, we don't have to role play it out if you don't want to, but like, wanted to
Yes.
check in with Overnosa as well.
Overnosa looks at you. I'm fine, though. I've had better tasting things than insects.
Yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that.
I find it interesting your use of crowd control in this particular instance for the wasps.
Trying to keep other people in mind this time.
That's noted. Have you considered the amount of damage you've taken in consideration to how much of their damage you've dispersed? Or protected them from, rather?
Every second of every minute of every hour of every day.
Excellent. Just keep it in mind and make sure your calculations are exact.
That's what I do.
You did well.
The problem is, when the calculations go south,
Then you have me. And he grins at you.
and I
Perfect.
think like at that point he'll like grab like the like just like kind of like headbutt kind of the when they did when they leveled up initially.
Yes.
Noggin.
I love this.
No.
Airfay, you listen to the door. You don't hear very much. So
Okay. If I don't
carefully,
hear anything, then I would head in. Yeah,
Okay.
cautiously and slowly, but I'd go in.
So aside from a handful of books and some journals in a box on the floor, this room is empty.
Does that box on the floor have writing on it?
The boxes contain. There's a couple of boxes. Sorry, they contains like extra supplies. So you have blank journals, quills, charcoal, writing implements. If you wanted to, you could probably replenish your academic like supplies and stuff here from this. It's like totally useful. Here's a box of like, you know, empty spiral notebooks, so to speak, and beef tube pencils or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, she definitely grabs some and put them in her. She'll grab some and put them in her bag, going, "I bet you Ark would like these."
Perfect. Hideaki, you open the door to the southeast.
Yonder door. Yarp.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh no, she.
It's another swarm.
Roll initiative. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Oh god,
Go
R2!
He's the cameraman. He's the cameraman.
Camera-
I know. Yeah, it's all good.
In here. The room here is jammed with simple beds and frames. They're precariously stacked. So when I say that they have beds along the walls, it's like bed upon bed upon bed.
Got it.
It's arranged in a way that's here to simply keep them out of the way. And it looks like additional like dusty boxes have been shoved beneath them. Again, the beds seem pretty precarious, but there are some boxes underneath them. Is there anything? Are you checking out? I am a camera. Are you want to look through those boxes? Or are you gonna keep?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it.
You
Make
just
it
grabbing
worth.
them?
I would look. Yeah. I mean, I would probably like grab them and like put them like in the main room and then look through them and see if anyone else wants to join in or whatever.
To do so carefully without kind of with the stacks of beds here. You want to make me a thievery check?
Oh god, I'm super great at those. He said sarcastically. Yeah, untrained. Great. Oh, the dice say otherwise. 18.
18. Excellent. You start taking the box out. A couple of boxes from under the bed. You take the first one out, no problem. Take the second one out. One of the beds kind of shifts a little bit, and you're like, oh.
Wah!
kind of steady a hand on one of the frames and you pull it the rest of the way out.
Jenga.
Jenga. You whisper as you successfully remove
In
some
Draconic?
boxes.
Yeah.
Let's just say, could have started a nice tumbling thing of beds that would not have been pretty. And funnily enough, I love this because it would have been to everybody in the room. But you successfully pull the boxes out carefully and bring them out into the main room. Do you take a look through them?
Of course I do.
Excellent.
Curiosity is Hideaki.
Can I interject something betwixt those things? There's
Indeed.
something I would like to do specifically before Hideaki starts bringing boxes out to the main room.
Oh no.
Indeed.
It's in the Discord. I
Please.
just wanted to make sure that I let you know.
I see it.
Every other
Hideaki
person
has
is
gone
consented.
through the south of the books, the south rooms, nothing of books of interest, and then proceeds to go into the southeast room, which does take a little bit of time to finagle. So in the
Sure.
meantime, Tal, what are you doing?
I think Tal has like the remnants of that like half, destroyed book that's talking about evil spells or whatever. And just kind of is bringing it out in hopes that it might have been one of the ones that we, had to come and get, and sees, as like they're kind of, nobody's out here that they can see, and so they're just kind of wandering around. They see Ark, messing with all of
Super
these
sorting.
books. Yeah. And so the first instinct is Tal assumes that he found something. So, she approaches and watches for like, I don't know, maybe like 3 seconds, and realizes you're not taking books off, you're putting them back. And then just says, "What are you doing?"
Just keeps bending down, grabbing something, putting it up, all the while says, replacing the books where they go.
But how do you know where they go?
Everything has an order.
But how do you know this? You've never been here before. You don't know how they sort things here.
He kind of points out one of the titles that says so-and-so word, and then says, well, this would clearly go here, and you can cross-reference it using these numbers. And then he points at like 10 of them in a row that he's already done.
Oh. Tal looks around at all these books. Do you want help?
Not particularly, but you can.
Doesn't seem too hard. And I assume Tal is very intelligent, so I assume that Tal would be able to pick up whatever kind of like, based on what he's already done,
Absolutely.
would be
No
able to
questions
kind
asked.
of, I see that he's moving this way, so I'm going to try to start moving this other way, not like super far away. But I think as I put up, oh, go ahead.
You take a second, you figure out the system. It's not difficult once you realize, okay, well, this is alphabetical, this is the cross-reference, great. And you start to do so. You're slower than Ark. Ark's doing it at a really intense speed.
That's okay, because I'm distracted and wanted to ask him a question anyway.
Perfect. And as you do, you each find a book of interest, and I will let you, in the course of this conversation, tell me when you find it, and I'll tell you what you find. But each of you will find one.
Okay.
As Tal's putting them on the shelf, there might be like, maybe like 10, 15 seconds of silence and working. And then she stops with like a hand on the book. And without looking at Ark, they ask, "Why didn't you let me help you?"
The help was disadvantageous to both of us. I did not want to let you make a move that was neutral for me and harmful for yourself. Why did you place yourself in danger to try to help me?
Because I didn't want to see you get hurt.
He's still sorting, not looking at Tao. Okay.
It was kind of cool though, with the electricity and everything. I'll just kind of like put some more books on the shelf, and I think at this point they'll like put the book on and then pull their hand away, and they notice that it's whatever book, like whichever kind of book that they're looking for.
And while they're noticing, Ark is like, thank you. Talking about the, like, it was kind of cool though with the electricity and stuff.
But also you should let people try to help you, even if you don't think it's the best move. Because sometimes, even if it's not going to be the most advantageous, sometimes it's nice just letting people help you. Even if you don't think you need it. And then I'll just like turn and I'll like have the book in front.
It'll be actually a scroll, which is probably why it stood out to you, because you're like, well, this doesn't fit.
This ain't a book.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, because like in this space there would be plenty of books and also plenty of scrolls, because you know that in terms of some writings, like scrolls are a lot cheaper than binding books. You see a scroll that is written on it as a scroll of negate aroma. Something that could be learned, could be useful. It's a spell.
Cool. Oh yeah, I'll turn to face Ark and like show him the scroll, and like I'll toss it over to him.
He takes it and says, in reply to what Tao said, if I helped you and got hurt, how would that feel?
Oh my god, I'm gonna die!
Tal, I think, like, looks at him and, like, really looks like they're thinking. Conflicting, I think. It would feel bad that you got hurt, but it would feel good to know that you cared enough to get hurt for me.
So having someone get hurt for you feels good?
Being cared for feels good.
You see him probably with that very same, like, thinking about it look. And for him, it's probably a little different. It's like a, does that make sense to me look, rather than I'm like thinking of a response.
Ark, I would say that in response to feeling cared for feels good. And maybe an attempt to correlate that with something of yourself. The flashback that we had at the very beginning of this session, the thing that pops into your head is you would equivalate that to the receiving of the scarf. I'm gonna cry. Whatever that means to Ark.
Okay. Yeah, you see his hand kind of come up to the scarf then. Rubs it between like his middle finger and his thumb. I understand. I do. But in the heat of moments such as that, as someone who has already put themselves in danger, I don't agree with your move, but I am not upset with you for it.
Well, I've never had to worry about strategy before, so I'll just kind of like absentmindedly put a book in a spot that Ark clearly sees as not correct. It's very obviously not correct.
I think he'll grab that book and he says, as I would hope, you're not upset at me for my decision. And I think that's when he finds, whether it like a scroll that falls out of this book or whatever, the same book that they put in the wrong spot, like that's when he finds whatever he's looking for.
Perfect. So you pull. Tal reaches up, puts the book down. Ark reaches over, taking that exact book back out. From behind, falling out, a scroll of fairy fire.
Holding the scroll that Tao gave them, he gives what is clearly a fake smile and says, "It's only fair," and hands them the scroll of fairy fire.
They'll chuckle a little bit and take it. And if I have a way to make this more painful, I feel like this might be the moment Hideaki comes back out.
So, hey everyone!
You come out like with two stacks of like two boxes basically stacked up that you put down. With the
so
group.
good. It hurts so good.
What's great is that you're coming in from down here, and there's a straight like, there's a straight
Two chapeled bookends.
There's a straight path that's just right there.
It's just the soap opera moment where you're coming out, you see their hands touch as they're passing over a scroll.
It writes itself.
We're both kind of smiling in a way, holding books together.
So intimate.
Nani?
So much.
GM
welcome.
Bass, does he notice that?
Oh, you know you gotta make me that sweet perception check. Let's go.
Listen, we haven't rolled perception checks for the last like 30 minutes.
21.
Oh, emotional damage.
Let's go.
So here's what happens, right? You step out carrying those books, and it's hard for you to see, like over the top of the books, right? So you get out of that room for a second. You place it down to just adjust your grip, as you hear over Noza say, "Interesting," and you look up and you catch it.
Over Noza with the emotional assist.
And he'll look and sort of put the boxes down and kind of just. As long as they're okay. And Overnoser knows that is absolute bullshit.
Oh, he knows. So, you take through those bookie books, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
With the assist, you drop them down. Probably, let's say y'all come together. But you know what? You start looking through those books. Okay. You start looking through these books. Pulling through, you find a title that catches your eye. Worlds Between Worlds.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
And as you start pulling out some of these books, you see volumes 1, 3, 5, and 6.
Oh, not 2, really?
And not 4. You're missing 3.
Oh, not
and
4, really?
Or 2 and 4, sorry.
Always been
And 4 is the one they want.
4 is the one they want. This came from that room down to the southeast. Perhaps there's more there. You can definitely go back to take a thorougher look, but you might need some help to start moving some of those stacked beds to get a better look to see if there's anything there.
Oh man, we could probably learn a little bit about where. Well, I mean, you already know where you're from, but now I get to know. How do you feel about that?
Hideaki, I am not from the astral plane. I am simply here.
What?
That's a story for another time. Get some help.
You're really gonna just leave me here?
What dragons, what copper dragons do you know in the astral plane?
I don't know. Are you saying I just made that up and you just went with it?
I didn't make it up. I am in the astral plane. I told you as much.
Oh, yeah, I'm not referring to where you're from initially. I'm like, that was where I get there. I'm talking about where you're at.
Yes, I am indeed stuck here.
Oh my god, what a walk. Okay, fine.
You hear it like under your breath, like in your head, because there is no under your breath with Overnosa.
Right.
It's just like, that's what I said. I said I'm not from there. I'm here.
He's super distracted.
He is totally like, yes. I think Overnosa sees this in Hideaki, and it just doesn't challenge it.
Hey, I found most of the almost books that we're looking for. I know that sounds really weird, but it's just the wrong volume. Maybe a second pair of eyes could be helpful.
I can help.
Cool.
Actually, so Ark and I want to make sure we're timing here.
Sure.
A lot of that happened. So Airfay, would you like to first, because while this conversation between Ark and Tal is happening, as you finish up, there's not much in this room here.
Yeah.
You can absolutely kind of.
I'd meander over and start that one.
Yeah.
I hear them talking as I go by. I'm just smiling and I just keep going.
Excellent.
'Cause I have no shelf knocked over door to look through.
You softly listen in on this door and softly open the door. Here. As she flips pages.
Flip of the page.
This is an interesting room. This room seems. So you have in the back here, you have desks kind of actually set up in the far corner of the room, and otherwise actually like lots of books here as still, but yet this seems of things the most organized this library has had yet. So here you look and you see this room, as you take a look around, seems to have served as a staging area for someone's attempts at organizing this collection. Several books sit open on one desk with notes next to them, atop scrolls with long lists. The other two desks, almost like an inventory, the other two desks precariously hold up several stacks of books in closed boxes. More boxes are overflowing with books sitting on the floor nearby, as if these are yet to be sorted, these are in the midst of being sorted, here's a list we have so far. It's like, this was the start of the project. You could imagine that, because from Teacher Ott, this was a dorm originally, and then it got transitioned to be a library instead, and then the project was abandoned. So, probably at the start of that task of when this was becoming a library, someone had this chronicle every book, file them away, organize them, etc., etc. So if there's ever a place for an inventory about what's here, this might be where. All right. Do you take a look through some of the inventories?
Yeah, so I guess I would start by looking at the books that are on the table, because I would start looking through the inventories to see if I can find it, because they know they're here, so they must have been cataloged. That's what her process, her thought process goes through.
You start scanning the long list of inventory for, like, okay, here's my list, here's the books that I'm looking for, where is it on this list? Looking at the sheer quantity of this compared to the sheer quantity of books, you can imagine that unfortunately, it seems like they maybe made it a quarter of the way through the inventorying of the books that are here. So as you
Her
look
thought
through,
processes, Ark could have done this faster.
the one that you see listed is The Worlds Between Worlds, in which you see it notes that 5 of its 6 volumes have been relocated to the southeast room. Hideaki, you found 4 of 6.
Yep. Just not the right one.
Does it say where the last one is? Because
It says all of where the missing the one from there.
Yeah.
One, yeah.
It doesn't mention it, so you
Okay.
can imagine it's probably not even here. Like if it grabbed
Okay.
yeah.
I'm like, I know how
So-
Pathfinder works. They'd put that one book somewhere else.
And then with a cursory glance around, why don't you make me one more perception check?
All right. 23.
Cool, that's awesome. You see, in addition to this inventory, one of the boxes that's stuffed with books there's a chest in there.
Ooh, I'm gonna look at that to see if it has the writing on it and if that's the chest that we're looking for.
This chest has carved writing all over it.
Cool.
And it's easily enough recognizable as the collected field notes of the druid Mata Digamari.
All right, I will grab that.
Funnily enough, right? It's the only one of Takulu's books that is here that's not on the list of inventories. It's like, well, here's the one thing that is you're not even listed. Okay, great. And then lastly, as you kind of go to maybe step away from that room, you notice that on one of the open pages of like scrolls, you see a golden key.
I will grab that just simply
Beautiful.
because we will
It's a-
probably run into a locked door somewhere.
It's a beautiful, hefty gold key. It looks like it's made of solid gold.
It's for the chest.
So we hear Hideaki go, well, someone want to help me do this? And you see Arafe come out with a chest, a list, and a key. I'm like, I found stuff.
You did.
So together,
Nice.
you have opened every door but one so far. But you have another task to take a look through and maybe find one additional book in the southeast room.
Mhm.
You go to tackle that together. Or a couple of you, regardless.
Yeah, everyone that wants to.
As you do, it takes you
Look
a
at these
little
beds.
couple minutes to like unstack some of the beds. Like you unstack one bed, look through like the beds, just like, okay, where is it? Did it fall over here? Like where did it end up? You put them back, you unstack another. And eventually, who wants to make me a perception check? That's going to be aided because there's enough of you. So let's just say it's a successful aid.
I will, unless somebody else
Oh.
wants to.
Go for it.
So you'll have a +2 to this.
And I guide on top of it.
You certainly can. Also, Tal, you were the one that got a hero point from the lovely chat for that CFM.
Great.
Also-
So I'm gonna do that.
Look at that! The hero point coming in clutch, even though the combat was missed.
Oh, wait, but you're immune to guidance right now, aren't you?
It was for an hour, so it depends on how long we were.
I mean, it's
61
flavor, let's
minutes.
do it. It's
Okay, so
Even-
14 before Aiden got. Oh, as an
Aiden-
aside, at some point between the conversation with Ark and doing this, I would have dismissed the pocket thing and put
Oh,
my
yeah.
arms together, and Nim would have crawled, like jumped out onto my
Love
shoulder.
him. Love him. Love him.
Welcome back.
Little baby.
Nim is like, I can
No,
breathe.
no,
I'm kidding, I'm
it
kidding.
specifically says that it's a perfect environment for them with
I'm gonna
enough
put
food
water
and
for
drink
fucking
and everything
30
for them to
minutes.
survive for 8 hours.
Nim is like,
Dead.
you do not know what I just went through.
I saw the forest that you were at.
I hung
Yeah,
out
it
with a
picks a stray little twig out of its fur.
It's like when you take the cat out of its carrying crate. It's like, where was I?
Amazing.
So with the 14, which is a 16, is exactly the DC you needed, actually.
Woo!
Let's go.
Thanks for
As
that
you stack
hero
the beds.
point.
And take, honestly, thanks. That's a clutch one. Because one of the bottom beds, even though you look under it and you finally unstack them to get to it, you catch, like, even though the things are, what? I'm sorry.
No, please ignore us.
Continue. Don't.
Please continue.
I am a child. Please continue.
You unstack them and you see that there is like a weird like little like misshape there, and like you barely catch it, Tal, as people are about to like stack a thing back on that bed, and you're like, wait.
And I'll just like scurry over there.
The blanket of the bottom bed, you find volume 4 of World Between Worlds.
I'll snatch it and
Nice.
like, just present it to the rest of everyone.
Amazing.
So
Do you
tell
want to
me,
put
Al,
it in this box with the rest? Or
Sure.
you won't hold on to it?
Well,
Up to
this
you.
is the one that we need, though, right? We don't need the other ones.
I mean, well, I guess the question is like, what happens to the rest of these things, right?
Maybe they go back to the actual library. I mean, they should. The ones that
Certainly.
aren't eaten or soggy or a nest.
Thank you for using that word instead of the other one.
I kind of want to read.
I can't fathom saying the word moist in Tal's accent. I can't.
I mean, maybe they're a little moist.
No, stop!
Wow, that was so quick.
Yikes.
I mean, unless there's any objections, I kind of want to give these a read.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, you're just checking it out of the library, aren't you?
Sure.
I mean, this one should probably go to where it needs to go, but...
Certainly. And I can always borrow it from Teacher Odd if I wanted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Cool.
What books have you found versus what books are left?
So
Well,
we have...
The moaning one is dead.
But Ark has all the
Yeah, we
pieces.
have the scroll, we have the Worlds Between Worlds, and we have the collected field notes. So we're still
Really
missing
special.
the habits of and patterns of birds and drakes, and the expanded history of the lesser-known peoples of the Mwangi. We got 2 left,
Well, we have one more door.
which probably takes a key.
What? Tell me you've played Zelda without telling me you played Zelda.
So you all converge on the southwest door.
Ark is going.
Stairs.
Ark is going to listen at it, look over it very carefully, cast detect magic.
You beat
He
me
would
to
have
it.
done this for any door he opened. that he
Again.
was opening, so-
Okay. Nothing magical about the door.
Okay.
I love how there's like heightened tension because it's the last door. This makes me very happy.
That's why I said what I said. Like this is how like Ark was taught, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
I
out jumps a
also love
mycelid.
Oh my god.
how this is the last room that ended up being here. It's great. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
is it appropriate?
we all
Right
die.
itself. You walk
activate
in
the trap.
and you just die.
Excellent.
Sounds about right.
Oh, nice force, Tal.
That's Pathfinder that I'm used to.
You open the door. Bringing also. Wait, why are there 2 arcs?
The other one's a
One
camera.
was a camera.
Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry.
No, we were
Gosh,
coming
stop
after
yelling
you.
at me!
The company's over,
No.
Sarah. We're not coming after you now.
Oh gosh!
We're super
All right.
supportive party, not like fuck you, Sarah party.
Yeah, it was a camera. God.
It had the words above it that said, "I am a
I
camera."
didn't realize they were both there. Okay, all right.
Oh my god, it's a camera.
Relax, y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're back to lunch again.
Oh my.
Oh gosh.
Why did I do the waitress? Never mind. Okay.
You enter the final room.
Yep.
While many broken stools and chairs lie scattered in the corner of this room, there's also a comfortable armchair with piles of books arrayed around it. Someone might have used this armchair as like a reading nook. But glancing at it, it has to have been long enough for dust to have accumulated over the chairs and the books. This room has been carefully arranged into a comfortable reading spot. This room is unlike the other rooms where it has been utilized. Probably, as you can kind of put with the rest of the way these rooms have been, probably after, timing-wise, the library was abandoned. So, why don't you all make me a perception check?
I was ready for the. Why don't you all make me a will save?
Yeah. Ooh. 24 for Hideaki.
22
25 for Arafe.
5!
It's my natural 20 for the night.
Didn't say natural 20 star. Jeez.
What did you
Is
say?
this 25?
25 with a natural 20. Okay.
Yep.
Everybody else, that was a 22.
Everybody got above 20 except for me, who got a 5.
Yeah, but what was Hideaki's?
24.
24.
The natural 19.
Okay. Given the arranges of the room, what's the order that you walk in here?
Ark went first.
Ark went first.
I went second.
Oh. Hideaki number 3.
Arafe is one of those people that waits for everyone else to go through the door first.
That sounds about right.
She's probably holding it.
Does Overnoza come between you two, or can Overnoza take the rear?
Depending, that depends on Arafe. Would Arafe insist on holding the door for?
Over Noza? Of course.
Yes. Then there you go.
All right. You walk in, you see all these things. As you enter into the room and start to take a look around and start to disperse yourselves a little bit, as
music change.
the last end of you come through the room, Arafe threw over shoulders, looking kind of perhaps forced to just by how much the people's taking over the space, and Hideaki see the smallest of movements behind an armchair. Hideaki to your right, kind of over Tal's shoulder, or rather under Tal's shoulder. Through their legs, you see maybe a little bit of movement. Maybe. Arafe, as you come in across the corner, you see. Did the cover of that book move just a little bit?
Tal is oblivious to all of this and is just kind of going in, and that kind of that movie kind of situation where you as the audience can see all this little weird stuff happening, and Tal's just kind of looking around oh, this is a comfy room, and is just kind of starting to walk in and around to look at these books and see if one of them is pointedly. I stepped away from everyone on purpose. I'm doing this to myself, yes. Everyone.
I love this. So as you walk in and you see that flutter of movement, and Tal reaches down to look and start perusing a book. I see you, Duval. 1 second, I promise.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm just Duvaling. I'm just I have to do something in the meantime. Continue. Do not mind me.
It does not come as a surprise for Arafe and Hideaki as they come around the corner, but it does come as a surprise to Tal and Ark, as suddenly 3 paper cranes
there was gonna be some fucking paper stuff
start fluttering up and out of the books as soon as Tal reaches down to pick up one of these books. But before we can react and before we can resolve, we're gonna end